And good evening, everyone. Welcome to WREP 15 Sports, watching YouTube Live and IHSAA TV for the season opener for Martinsville Artesian football against the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. I'm Erik Burns alongside Braxton Dilley. Braxton, first game of the season. Good way to kick off Friday night.
Yeah, it's always good when you start off the year with a home game like we are tonight. The Stars, of course, traveling all the way down here all the way up here from Bedford. So this one should be a good game here tonight, and can't wait to see how it unfolds.
And these teams have kind of faced each other in the opener the last 3 or 4 years, and Martinsville's got the best of Bedford the last actually every game, I believe. So hopefully that continues for the Artesians this year. But if you're watching with us live, you can see brand new turf for the Artesians. You got the well and the 50-yard line for the center logo. Also have different some new lighting, new speakers, and a new scoreboard that we'll get some shots of here in a little bit. So Siderewicz Field kind of got a facelift over the summer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks a lot better than when I played even last year. I mean, the new turf looks beautiful. The Jumbotron over there is going to be pretty cool. I heard they're going to have a lot of graphics go up on there. The lights, I've heard, I'm not sure. Whenever they score a touchdown, those lights may flicker on and off, so I guess we'll have to see. Hopefully it happens sooner than later in this game, but we'll have to see with that. But, yeah, football field getting new turf. Other sports like baseball, softball, soccer got new turf as well. So a lot of new improvements here at Martinsville High School, and you always love to see it.
Very good. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Artesian athletes for soccer, baseball, softball. It's well deserved and good for the community to be able to see that and experience that. So back to football here. The Artesians kicking off the 2023 season. Last season they ended 8-4, winning record. Good season for the Artesians. Once again, though, got to the sectional championship and lost to a very, very good East Central team.
Yeah, when you say that East Central team is very good, they were very, very good. Went on to win the state championship, and I'm not sure they lost much talent at all. So this year they're going to be as good or not even better. I mean, again, last year they started off coming out the gate, getting hot 3 in a row, lost a heartbreaker to Decatur Central, went on to win 3 more, lost back-to-back to Mooresville and Plainfield. They went on another winning streak, finally ending over in St. Leon, Indiana, against a very good, as we mentioned, East Central team.
And Martinsville had the big win against a Whiteland Warrior team who went all the way to the state championship game. So some big wins last year for the Artesians. But new season now, a lot of new faces coming in for the Martinsville Artesians. They lost a lot with losing Adkins, a lot of skill position players on the offensive side, and then a lot of defensive players. So Martinsville is going to bring in a lot of new faces.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you're going to start off with the main position on the field, the quarterback. A.J. Reynolds going to come in, a junior transfer from Southport. So that's always going to be weird whenever you start a new game with the new season. Of course, Coach Duggar talked about him in the pregame show. I believe it came out yesterday. He mentioned that he's seen a lot of good things from him. He said, obviously, he's not Tyler Atkins yet, but when you lose a guy like that, those are really hard shoes to fill. I mean, they've added a couple new coaches on the defensive side as well as new players. So this is a very new and young Artesian team, and hopefully will have a very bright future.
Yes, Coach Duggar. He sat down with Nate Long, the left tackle for the Artesians, who was hosting the Artesian Sports Show earlier this week, and Coach Duggar talked a little bit about some of the new players that Martinsville will have this season.
Yeah, I mean,
we're really talented. We've got a lot of talent across the board. We just got a lot of new faces, and we're really young. We've got a lot of sophomores playing this year. We got a lot of young juniors that haven't played varsity playing, but we got some mainstays like yourself and a few other people as well. So it's kind of a really good balance. But I really like where this team is at. But we are going to be pretty young early, and hopefully we'll grow up quickly.
Again, as Coach Duggar mentioned, a lot of those new players, a lot of young players. Again, Ty Hornberger, Maddox Dilley, Andrew Carter on the offensive line, all underclassmen. Again, you're going to have Aiden Button, who's going to be that main guy, him and Nate Long on the offensive line. Offensively, and you got Hunter Stroud, who's going to make a lot of plays out wide. He's only a junior, so you're going to see him. You're going to see Braden Shrake. He's a guy who's going to be a house this year. He's going to be tough to bring down. Then looking on the defensive side, they're very young as well. I mean, you're going to look at starting DN Landon Potoff, only grade 10. You have 2 grade 10 players, sophomores, Lucas Dewey as well. You're going to have a few seniors here and there. But overall, this is a very, very young Martinsville team that we should be looking forward to see years and years to come.
Yeah, I would say up front on the defensive side of things, that is where Martinsville is going to be very young. Luckily, the back end, your defensive backs, the defensive backfield, a little bit more experience there with Benfield. He was your leading tackler last year, so you've got him back there.
You got Logan Poppy with him back there. I mean, Logan Poppy's been a 3-year starter, would be this year. So, I mean, he's a guy who's been through it. He knows what's going on. He's been through some adversity, so he's going to be there to kind of control things, kind of give him some words of wisdom. But, very young ball club. Hopefully they're going to have to lean to some of those seniors or upperclassmen to kind of lead them the way this year.
Unfortunately, with the way football is evolving and being more quarterback-driven, passing game, good to have your experience there on the defensive backside.
Yeah, definitely with this game, you're going to see the ball flying around a lot. So the defensive position has gained, especially outside DBs and all that. It's gained a lot of focus, and they've been focusing on them.
So as the Artesians, they're just now coming out of the locker room here. They are wearing their gold pants. Take a look at the intro video that's being played on the scoreboard right now.
Hey Ryan, they've got the music playing over the video.
Here come your 2023 Martinsville Artesians. You can see led there by running back Braden Shrake. It was pretty cool looking in that video. I believe he was running on the outside, and I believe it cut to his dad back in whenever he played. He played running back as well, scoring over there in that end zone. So that was a pretty cool little video. Of course, I always love to see Coach Siderewicz talking at the beginning, the legend here at Martinsville High School, who has this field named after himself. So pretty cool little neat video, and nothing better to show it on that big old jumbotron over there.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, that's just kind of a small sample size of what this scoreboard can do, and obviously as you get used to it, and technology continues, some more things you can do. So kind of a neat thing to have, and just a good old small town Martinsville to have a big scoreboard with a fancy screen like that. So very cool moment here to intro, and the Artesians coming out with the well and everything. So very cool opening here for the 2023 season. So Artesians, we're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. There's a shot of Artesians getting the last minute instructions from the coaching staff, and Artesians did get some new coaches specifically on the defensive side of the ball. Coach Trump, Coach Duggar said went to Plainfield, be just a little closer to family. Yeah. For him, but defense got some new coaches, and also he was on that video board for sure. But Israel Thompson's come back and running back coach, and I don't think you can learn better from Mr. Thompson himself.
No, yeah, whenever you have a guy like that come in and you hear some of his past and history, you just got to listen to him. Whatever he says, you better listen to it, because whatever he did, worked out pretty well for him.
I think we're getting ready for the national anthem. So Braxton and I will take a quick pause while we do the national anthem, and then we will be just a couple minutes away from kickoff.
Siderewicz Field, land of ours. We'll begin with our Pledge of Allegiance, followed by our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remain standing for a moment of silence, please, in honor of our past coach, Coach Bill Siderewicz, who served Martinsville well for 29 years, amassing a record here of 234 wins, 84 losses. His overall record, 272-98. Thus, Siderewicz Field. A moment of silence for Coach Siderewicz and his family, please. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's pay tribute to this great land of ours with our national anthem, Martinsville High School Band.
And that was your national anthem played by the Martinsville Marching Artesians. And we're under a minute away from a coin toss, and then shortly after that, kickoff for this 2023 Martinsville Artesian football season. And Braxton, real quick, we've got a minute here. We talked about some of the new players and the new coaches. What are viewers looking for here for a Martinsville offense?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to start off the gate. I think they're going to give it to their main man, Braden Shrake, a lot. I think when you got a guy coming back with his caliber playing level, I mean, you saw in the Columbus East scrimmage, first play of the game, he took it to the house. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start off the season by giving it to him and letting him work. You're going to see, obviously, they're going to fly it around a lot. A.J. Reynolds likes to throw the ball. Coach Duggar likes to see the ball in the air a lot. So you're going to see this Artesian do a lot of RPOs. They're going to try to read different linebackers and kind of take what's given to them. And, I mean, this offense is really fun to watch, especially when they're hitting on levels.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see Martinsville get away from the pass too much, but I do think you'll see a little bit more ground and pound with Braden Shrake, and bringing in a new quarterback is in Reynolds. So I do think you'll see him air it out, but I do think you'll see more of a run game for the Artesians. But on defense, what are you looking for? Yeah,
defense, they're going to be flying around, flying to the football. They're going to try to do a lot of gang tackling. They want everyone flying to the football. They're going to try to dial up some blitzes as they usually do. And they're going to try to hit home, stay in their gap against this Bedford Star team. And they're going to try to wrap up QB Memphis Loudon because he's a big dude. He's been starting for 3 years now. He's a tough guy to bring down, so they're going to have to do their job and contain him.
And just remind everyone, Martinsville played Bedford last year 2 different times. They kicked off the season just like this year with a 28-14 win. That was a game at Bedford. Artesians' first quarter was a little slow. Then they jumped out to a 28-0 lead, and then Bedford recovered a couple of onside kicks and made it a little interesting, almost made it 28-21 there toward the end of the game, but Martinsville was able to hold on.
Yeah, that game was pretty interesting, especially, as you said, late in the game. And then they came back and played them last year in the playoff, I believe was the second round, and Martinsville took care of business there. So I'm sure this Bedford team, after I believe the last time they won was 1992 against this Artesian team. So it's been a good over 30 years. So this Bedford team, long and coming, they want to win against this Artesian team. And so with this team probably hungry for a win, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a good one tonight.
And Bedford North Lawrence is celebrating. This is their 50th year of Bedford football. So silver anniversary for them, and they're looking to get a historic win against Martinsville. And like you said, it's been a long time since they put a W on the Artesians.
Yeah, pretty historic year, as you mentioned, for the Stars. What a better time to finally get a win against the Artesians. So a lot on the line here, a lot of history on the line as well. We'll have to see what the coin toss ended up being out there.
Coach Duggar talked about one of the keys to the game, one of the biggest things is going to be open field tackling. Just with Memphis Loudon kind of being that dual threat guy, can hurt you with his arm or his legs. You really have to make sure that you get those open field tackles clean.
Yeah, when you're looking at a guy like Memphis Loudon, it almost reminds you in the running aspect of a little bit of Nick Patterson. He's a big guy, Mooresville QB. Loudon's a big guy as well. Both dudes really hard to bring down. You're going to have to all fly to the football and really try to bring him down. One guy is probably not going to get it done, so they're going to have to fly to the football. And as you mentioned, open field tackling going to be huge. Yeah,
Memphis Loudon listed at 6'1", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
The senior who feels like he's been playing forever because he's been the starting quarterback for his third year. So
nice.
Artesians looks like they will be kicking it off to start off this season.
Yeah, Coach Duggar talked about Loudon. He said he thinks he's got better every single year, and even from last year in the first game they played him up until the sectionals. He said he could see improvement only in that year as well. So Loudon probably going to be on top of his game tonight, showing more and more improvement each and every game.
Pierre Childs and Cal Gates going to be back for the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. Kicking it off for the Artesians. What new player? We'll probably be saying that a lot. Charlie Rollins taking the place of Ethan Hanlon. 2023 season is underway, and that is taken by Childs, and he's got a hole, hit hard at the 31-yard line, so a big hit there by the Artesians, but a nice return by the Stars.
Nice return by the Stars. We're going to take this chance to take a look at the Artesian defense.
Landon Fodorf, Poston Road Elementary.
Max Gonzalez, Perry Elementary.
Cole Andrews, Brooklyn Elementary.
Damon Terrell, Blue Academy Elementary.
Lucas Dewey, Centerton Elementary.
Keen McOwen, Brooklyn Elementary.
Brandon Kent, South Elementary.
Ben Field, Green Township Elementary.
Mason Kirkhoff, Waverly Elementary.
Trey Bernard, Perry Elementary.
Logan Poppy, South Elementary.
And welcome back, Artesian defense. Nice first play there. Cal Gates took a handoff on the left side, but tackled for a loss, and we'll take a look at the replay right here.
Yeah, as you can see, we wanted to see a lot of gang tackling, everyone flying to the football right there. You see 4 or 5 Artesians all to the ball. No gain for actually a loss of 2, so you love to see that as an opening play here if you're an Artesian fan.
Second and 12 coming up for the Stars here. Loudon in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Took that read option, gets it to the 40, about the 41, close to a first down.
Yeah, we talked about Memphis Loudon earlier. When you give him that option, he can hand it off, running back, maybe get 2 or 3 yards there, or he's going to take it when the end caves down like that. He's going to take it out, get almost close to a first down. So it's going to be a third and short for the Stars here. This is the yardage they'd like to see, or third and short. They like to be able to run it here if they want. Loudon can keep it. They like to be in these third and short situations.
Young defensive line going to get a test here early, third and short. Hand off to Child, spin, and nice job by the Artesians. Who was it? I think number 89 was the one who knifed in there, Cole Andrews.
Yeah, Cole Andrews, senior. He's not very big, but he is a tall, lengthy man, and he was able to escape there on a huge third down to open up the year, and it looks like Bedford will be forced upon here on their opening series.
We didn't get to him, but Cole Andrews had a nice highlight there on that Columbus East scrimmage where he got a sack.
Yeah, he's a quick dude. If you're a right tackle, he's a tough guy to keep in front of, and those defensive ends, especially when you're lengthy and quick like that, those are definitely the hardest to block.
So Stars going to look to punt here on fourth down.
Ben Field set to receive.
It's going to take an Artesian bounce and down at about the 37-yard line, so good field position for the Artesians.
We'll take this time to take a look at the Martinsville Artesian start.
Long, South Elementary.
Ty Hornberger, Green Township Elementary.
Maddox Dilley, Poston Road Elementary.
Andrew Carter, South Elementary. Aiden Bunn, South Elementary.
Josh Jones, Centerton Elementary.
Hunter Stroud, Centerton Elementary.
Jace LaFerry, Poston Road Elementary.
Cameron Wilson, Poston Road Elementary.
Braden Shrake, Brooklyn Elementary.
AJ Reynolds, Jeremiah Gray Elementary.
So not the best offensive start for the Artesians. Bad snap. Reynolds had to jump on it and lost about 6-7 yards there on that play.
Yeah, so this may have to open the Artesians up to maybe a little passing game here.
Actually handed off to Shrake, who lowers his shoulder and gets about 2 or 3 yards on that run. So it'll bring up a 3rd and long.
And there you had the guard Ty Hornberger pulling wide to the right side, trying to get a kick out block there. But a nice job from the Stars rallying to the football.
We'll see with the new quarterback. A.J. Reynolds came from Southport, played for Southport last year, was quarterback and receiver. He rolls to his right, looking. He's going to have to change direction. He's going to scramble, dive near the 40, but he's going to be well short of a first down.
And the Artesians will be forced with the situation here. I think they may go their spread package and try to get this one, but with A.J. Reynolds, he's a quick dude, so the Stars, they're going to have their own troubles trying to contain a quarterback as well.
So Coach Duggar early on, he's rolling the dice, 4th and 7 from their own 40-yard line. But the defense showed you that have some confidence in them. They had a really nice first series here.
I think they may punt this one, actually. Took an Artesian bounce for sure.
Good job by Reynolds. Good call by Coach Duggar. Bedford was not ready for that at all.
Yeah, the Artesians like to do that. They like to keep you guessing here when you got a quarterback. It looks like he's maybe passing there, and then he just takes 2 steps back. And, again, the Stars didn't even recognize it, but a nice punt there from Reynolds. And it took, again, as we mentioned, an Artesian bounce all the way around the 5-yard line. So that's a good place to start if you're the Artesian defense.
So see some nerves on both offenses to start these series with Bedford and Martinsville. Obviously, Martinsville had the bad snap to start it. Yeah. That really puts you behind the 8 ball when you start a series like that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's expected with a lot of these new players. Again, you saw the Stars a little shaky in their opening possession and then the first play of the game for the Artesians. But we'll expect to see things pick up as this game goes on.
He's going to try to stretch around the right side and still on his feet. Good run there by Bedford North, number 17, Cale Gates, who had a nice run.
Yeah, Gates, he's a quick guy. If he gets around the edge, he can be pretty dangerous, as he showed there, and he broke a few tackles as well.
That's Gates' best run of the day early on so far. His first 2 went for losses, but that one, 9-yard gain, bring up a 2nd short for the Artesian defense.
Yeah, for the Artesian defense, you don't like to see yourself in these 2nd and short situations. But on the other side, the Stars, they love these. They can maybe take a gamble here, maybe throw one deep because they know they have a 3rd and short if they don't get it.
Snap, he's going to throw it for the first time. Airs it out. He's got Childs, and it is incomplete. And Childs had a step on his man but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, that one, nice throw there from Loudon, but Childs unable to rally that one in. He had to turn around a little bit, but he was seeping there past the defense a little bit. A scary thing you don't want to see if you're a defensive coordinator for the Artesians. You never want to let anything behind you.
Childs looked for the ball. Looks like he looked over the wrong shoulder or thought it was going to be somewhere else. He kind of had to look a couple times, and that's probably a reason he didn't haul it in. So 3rd and short here for the Stars. Another big opportunity for the defense to get off the field.
Wouldn't be surprised if you see a read option here with Loudon giving an option.
And they get the first down there on Gates, and he gets it all the way to the 25-yard line. So,
yeah, and as I talked about, that's where the Stars are dangerous. You got Memphis Loudon. He can hand it off there. He's reading the end. If the end crashes, he's going to take it. But the end stayed home there and right up the gun there, able to get the first down. But if you're the Artesian defense, you got to respect Loudon and what he can do.
First set of downs here for the Stars. And Loudon's going to keep it, go around that left side. Artesians do a little better job there containing him, but he still comes up with about 4 or 5 yards on that carry.
Yeah, you saw Potter off there. He crashed down. Loudon's going to take that opportunity to try and get the edge. Picks up about half.
So far for the Stars, they've ran 6 running plays and had that 1 incomplete pass. So very run heavy to start this game for B&L. Gates that time is just stuffed up the middle.
That was a nice play there by the defense. I believe Landon Potteroff led that one in the middle with the initial tackle, maybe Ty Hornberger as well. So that's what you like to see there. So now they're in a 3rd and 5 situation. Do they want to pass here? They want to stick to the little read option. We'll have to see what the Stars want to do.
So Bedford has had some trouble going up the middle. They've had more success running around the outside when they do get positive gain, but up the middle it's been pretty stout for the Artesian defense. Let's see what the Stars do here on 3rd and 5. Gonna air it out. Loudon's got time. He throws it. It is caught at the 40. So the first completion for the Stars is a big one.
It's a nice catch there by Gavin Peterson for the Stars. Able to get inside, get the inside leverage, and a beautiful ball thrown there by Loudon right in the glove box there. Big game there for the Stars.
First down here for Bedford, and Gates is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Another good tackle there by Martinsville.
Talked about him again. Cole Andrews leaks in the backfield. I talked about his quickness. Able to seep there in the backfield and make the tackle. That was a good play. Able to hold on to him as well, waiting for the other Artesians to go and clean that up. Cole Andrews already a couple of good plays there for the senior.
Second and 13 for the Stars. It's been a good drive for them. This started way back inside their own 10. They've got it all the way in Artesian territory near the 40, and looks like we've got our first penalty of the night.
I believe it will be against the Stars. We'll have to see.
Looks like a delay game.
Yeah, already behind the sticks. You don't want to see that backed up even further. So you may have to see a few passes here from the Stars. But as they've shown, they can't complete the long ball. Coach Duggar talked on the pregame show. He said corners can't fall asleep out there. They're going to run it a lot, but they're not afraid to air it out.
Loudon's going to pass. Back, throws it, and it is nice coverage there by, that looks like Logan Poppy, who really did a good job, got his arm and batted that football away. I thought Childs came down with it.
Yeah, he was there. Good throw. That was a good route there by Childs. He was right there, but Poppy showing the athleticism, able to jump in and break up that ball, because that would have been close to a first down, if not a first down, if they would have completed that one. Now they are facing a 3rd and very long, so probably going to see the corners and the safeties of the Artesians giving some short ground up.
Let's see if Artesians bring pressure here, Braxton. Going to give it to Childs on a little end around, but nice job by the Artesian defense there. Was that Andrews again?
I believe it was. Yeah, he's having himself a game already from the defensive end spot. That's going to force the Stars to punt. Maybe they were trying to get a few yards there. I'm not sure if they were looking maybe for field goal range or trying to break loose on the edge. But nevertheless, looks like the Artesians will have another crack at it.
Spin field back, the senior. And that is going to hopefully go into the end zone. And it will not. Wow, what a punt there by the Stars. Number 3 for Bedford North Lawrence, Riker Hughes. A great punt, and now the Artesian offense is backed up against their own end zone.
Yeah, this is kind of what Bedford's last series started with, but they were even farther out. So Artesian's going to be faced with a little bit of pressure here deep in their own territory. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to let 25 maybe give them an extra breathing room, maybe air one out here.
Shows how much I know, because when that went off of Hughes' foot, I thought that was in the end zone for sure.
No, that took a weird I thought it was right in the middle, but that went left, and that took a good B&L bounce.
Martinsville needs to be smart here. Reynolds just hands it off to Shrake. That's probably the best decision there. Shrake puts his head down and gets about 3 or 4 yards on that first down carry.
Yeah, that's a first down carry you're always going to take, especially when you get 4 yards. You open up the playbook a little bit, maybe able to throw something underneath or maybe not as far as you usually would. But whenever you see a run like that, it's always a good sign.
Reynolds with a hard count. Second 6 coming up for Martinsville. Some motion, little hot pass there around the left side. Cuts up field, dives, and close to the first down, but going to be a little shy of it.
Yeah, that's a nice design there by the Artesians. They want to get their playmakers the ball any way they can. And Hunter Stroud off the jet motion there, able to get the ball and get around the edge. So now they're going to be in a 3rd and short. Wouldn't be surprised if they try another hard count here and then maybe do a little read option, maybe with Josh Jones RPO action. We'll see.
That was A.J. Reynolds' first completion as an Artesian. Pretty easy one there to get.
Yeah, those are the gimmies. They love to see those.
3rd down, going to hand it off to Shrake, and he is, I think, gets the first down, but not by much. Good job by Bedford to contain him, but Shrake, strong kid, and enough to get the 2 yards for the first down.
Yeah, any way you can get it, that one really close, but it's going to give the Artesians another set of 4.
Coach Duggar was talking to Nate Long on the coaches show earlier this week. He said, I believe he said Braden Triggs put on 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And he said it's good to see Braden put on that muscle, but not to lose a step speed-wise.
No,
so
yeah, he is a big dude and a big, strong, fast dude, and maybe you got a running back looking like that. All goes to worse. Hand it off to 25. Let him make something happen. He's a great guy to have in the backfield.
It's his 4th carry so far early in this game. Still in the first quarter, 1:40 left to go. Scoreless here at Siderewicz Field. Season opener for the Artesians.
Wouldn't be surprised if Hunter Stroud here, number 3, may get a target. Nice handoff to Shrake there. Looked like they had the option either to give it to Shrake or throw it out to a little bubble. Hot pass with Hunter Stroud.
Another 3rd and short. Braxton, what do they do? They give it to Shrake again here?
Yeah, I mean, he's the money guy so far. Wouldn't be surprised. They may try a hard count again, but if not, just give it to 2-5. That'll be close.
Yeah, I think he stood up. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
That official on the far side looks like he's
They're going to give it to him.
Yep.
Official on our side waving.
Yep.
So another first down here. They're not coming easy, the Artesians. They got to work for it.
Yep. Looks like a 3 yards in a cloud of dust type offense to start here in this first quarter. Under a minute to go here. We'll see if Coach Duggar lets Reynolds air this one out. A little play action or something.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the Stars are giving them. Shrake gets about 2 on that handoff.
Lost the football there, but official said he was down, so. A.J. Reynolds last year at Southport threw for over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kind of split quarterback duties. Was also a receiver on that team as well. This time he's going to air it out, throws it right to the linebacker. Tried to get it over his head and couldn't. And Reynolds makes the tackle.
Yeah, that's just a unfortunate misread there by Reynolds. He had Stroud, but whenever you got a lengthy linebacker like Rule Steele right there, tall, just leans up. That ball would have been on target, but 44 showing the length there. Comes right up, gets the interception now. The Stars inside their own 20. Looking pretty good after that interception by Rule Steele.
Got to credit A.J. Reynolds for making that tackle, not just hanging his head and, because Rule Steele, I think if he gets past Reynolds, it's probably pick 6 for him.
For sure. It's one thing if you make a mistake and just kind of pout about it, but it's another if you go out there and make another play. So you love to see the no quit there from Reynolds.
Probably the last play of the quarter, and they give it to Gates, and he gets tackled after about a 4 or 5 yard pickup there. So that will do it for the first quarter. Artesians after the interception. Bedford is in the red zone. So we'll see if the Artesian defense can hold right after this.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Don't do that. And welcome back, everyone, to Siderewicz Field. Second quarter against the Artesians and Stars. Season opener for both teams. Friday Night Lights high school football is back here in Indiana, as Loudon is going to keep that and dives near the 10-yard line.
It's going to be a third and about 4, maybe 3. So the Stars will have some decision time here. Wouldn't be surprised if this is 4-down territory for the Stars. Not sure how their kicking game is, so we'll have to see, depending on what happens here, if they may decide to kick or not.
Defense can get away with only giving up 3 points. That's got to be a huge win for them, but we'll see. 3rd and 5. Like you said, Braxton, Memphis Loudon's going to take it around the right side. Artesians have him strung out. He is scrambling, gets tackled out of bounds, but he's going to have the first down.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Artesians. Memphis Loudon planning on going right off the edge, but he tried to go string it out all the way towards the sideline, able to get the outside and pick up a first down. So now if you're the Stars, you got to love having 4 plays, which probably will be all either read options with Loudon or handoffs inside the 5-yard line.
Shows you how quick Loudon is. I mean, it looked like, there was an Artesian player there to bring him down, but he just kind of kept going east and west and then turned it up and got about 6 yards for that first down. So 1st and goal here for the Stars. Hand it off to Gates. Gates not going to get in the end zone. Going to be about a 2 yard shy of it.
Yeah, that was a nice hit there by the Artesians, standing him up there. He may be a little shaken up. Looks like he'll get up there. We may have an Artesian
Artesians down, yep.
Believe that may be Logan Poppy over there.
That's one of your senior players in the defensive backfield, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier, a 3-year starter. He dealt with some injuries his sophomore year around the foot area, so hopefully this is nothing serious. But Poppy, he's a tough dude, so you know when he's down, something may be up that you don't want to hear.
These first games, sometimes you see a lot of injuries just because you're ramping up the game action. Yeah. Fortunate, though, the weather's perfect for tonight. Usually the first week or two in Indiana football is where it's really hot and still muggy and steamy, but not like that tonight. So hopefully you don't see a lot of cramps and those type of injuries and situations.
Yeah, usually that August heat is pretty cruel. So it's always nice to see when you got a little breeze going. Not as hot as it could be. I think Poppy may be favoring that left ankle.
Yeah, Logan Poppy. He's we're not going to show it, but he's not putting any weight on that left leg, and we'll actually get a shot there. But as you can see, he's being helped off and not putting any weight there on the left leg foot area. So don't want to speculate, but that's not good. That doesn't look like just a cramp or early season type injury.
Yeah, you never want to see that to one of your senior leaders on the defensive side. But he made a nice play earlier, breaking up a long pass, which probably would have been caught. So let's see if the Artesians can kind of pick up where they left off maybe.
So it's a cliche, but it's a true one, is next man up. You got to have someone step in and fill in for Mr. Poppy, and that's Kai Pearson on the 2 deep, a 5'7" junior.
Yeah. This young defense just got a little bit younger. Stars again. On the Artesian 2, we'll see what happens.
So Artesians are going to call a timeout. First timeout taken by Martinsville. Second and goal on the 2-yard line early here in the second quarter. A scoreless football game.
Yeah, the Artesians make sure they want to have everything straight, especially down here. Holding them to a field goal would be huge if you're the Artesians. Because this Star team, especially when they're whenever you got second and 2.5, maybe 3 yards to go, I mean, this is where they thrive. They love handing it off, getting the yards the hard way. And they'll do this all night.
Probably smart timeout there by the coaching staff, especially after the injury. You got a new player coming in, second goal. You want to make sure, like you said, everyone's on the same page.
Have to see what the Artesians dial up. You wonder if they're going to maybe send the house to try to stop the Stars in the backfield. But again, you got Memphis Loudon. He's a very versatile guy. He can make you miss in many different ways. So they got a lot on their hands here. Again, about 10:50 to go here in this second quarter play.
When Bedford has had success running the ball, it's going to the outside. So we'll see what they do here in the second goal. And we've got movement there on Bedford. So that's a big break for the Artesians.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that's a change of a mindset. That's a change of a play call right there.
Coach Baker cannot be happy about that.
No, that one, that's a tough one, especially when it's on your own guys. Those are mental mistakes that unfortunately happen. It's the second one on the night for the Stars. So you definitely don't want to see those, especially when you're in the red zone here, about to score.
It's one of those penalties that can turn 6 points into 3 real fast.
Oh, yeah. It's one you look at on film the next morning. Not happy about.
Hand it off to Childs, who gets hit hard. Gets it to the 2-yard line.
Ben Field laid a nice one there, able to not let him get in the end zone. So now we're about where we were on the last play before the penalty.
Yep, you're exactly where you were, 2-yard line. So third and goal, 2-yard line. You'd have to guess that Bedford's 4-down territory here.
I think it's a gimme, 4-down territory, especially with you got a quarterback like this. We'll see.
And there's Loudon going, and he is going to be in the end zone. Yep, touchdown, Bedford. They strike first.
Nice play call there by the Stars. Just give it up to your guy. You let Memphis Loudon say, hey, man, go score the ball any way you can. They did a little fake drop back, and they had no intention but other than Memphis Loudon running it in. And he was able to get it in there for the 6.
Defense playing a really good game so far, and even despite that touchdown, still are, because remember this was off of a turnover, so they got put in a tough spot.
Yeah, none of the offensive yards are coming easy for either team tonight. Both defenses staying pretty strong.
So Riker Hughes kicking this up and good.
Nice kick there from Hughes.
Yep.
Able to extend the lead to 7. So now the Artesians in a little bit of a hole here in this second quarter. Not panicking yet, but anytime when you don't score first, you got to kind of buckle down and kind of hit the refresh button, and try to forget everything that's happening, especially if you're A.J. Reynolds, of course, new school. First game playing for this school, quarterback, only a junior. So he's probably going to have a fresh mindset, just try to go out, get some maybe a little short throws to get the confidence up, and hopefully the Artesians can strike back here.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Duggar does here in this series. Obviously, you can't change your game plan. You're only down 7 points early in the second quarter. But a lot of short runs by Shrake. AJ's only thrown it twice.
Yeah.
Had a 4-yard completion, and then the interception. That 4-yard completion, remember, was kind of one of those hot passes, whatever you want to call them, with Stroud coming in motion. So Reynolds hasn't really had a chance to air it out. So we'll see what Coach Duggar does here for him.
Again, like you mentioned, the running game was working for the Artesians. They were getting a lot, but they were getting chunks and chunks, which were picking them up some first downs. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to lean their hat on that again and try to get this passing game fired up a little bit.
Back there, we've got Shrake and Stroud back to receive this kick. Riker Hughes for the Stars will kick this off. It's going to be returned. Stroud's going to take it around the 4-yard line. Makes a couple miss, spins, and gets down to about the 16, 17-yard line.
Yeah, there wasn't much there, but Hunter Stroud kind of made something out of nothing there. Able to break a couple tackles, get it just shy of the 20-yard line. So let's see if the Artesian offense get a little bit better field position than what they had last time.
Absolutely.
Going into the second series. So we'll see what they can do here on the third.
Yeah, last series, Riker Hughes pinned the Artesians back to like their own 2-yard line, I think it was, and got a couple first downs, but then that turnover, which eventually led to the Stars touchdowns. We'll see what AJ does here. Low snap, hands it off to Shrake. Cuts back, fortunate to get a yard there maybe.
That was good penetration there by the Stars D line, able to beat Braden to the point of the attack where he had to cut it upfield and try to get something when there wasn't much there.
Now low snap on those RPOs kind of messed up the timing of that play a little bit. So second and long here for Martinsville.
Nice little screen pass.
Yep, this has some. There's Stroud, big block there he got, and that's to the midfield 50-yard line. Big play there by the Artesians.
Yeah, that's where the Artesians make their money. Do a little misdirection, send Braden Shrake out there in the flat. Everyone's going to go get him. He's been running the ball all day. But no, they're going to do a little fake screen under pass to Hunter Stroud. We're going to see it again here. Nice misdirection there. Little lineman blocking over there. Nice block by Cameron Wilson on the outside. That one almost did a block in the back, but he was able to position himself in a spot where Hunter Stroud could get the edge.
This is where the Artesians can start moving here. Here's another little tunnel screen, and that one didn't go for as much.
It's a nice catch there by Jace LaFerry. He's a speedy guy out there. He can beat you in a lot of ways if you get him in open space. It's got to be good for A.J. Reynolds to try to see some balls hit the gloves there.
Second down here for the Artesians at midfield. AJ's going to fake the handoff, passes it, and gets another completion there. And that looks like that was LaFerry, who this time got some yardage with his catch.
Yeah, that's all A.J. Reynolds there. He had the option there. RPO, he can either hand it off to Braden Shrake or throw it out there to Jace LaFerry. As you see, he saw it. He saw LaFerry get inside leverage. He said, hey, let's go pass it over there. Nice throw, nice catch, able to pick up the first down.
Nice shot there by our camera crew. Been working hard all season.
Now you got A.J. Reynolds kind of cooking here. You want to still let him cook, see what they do here.
Shrake bounces this to the outside, makes one man miss. Pushed out of bounds. So there is a flag, though, I think, about the 35-yard line.
I think that one may be coming back.
Yeah, it's not a good spot for the flag if you're a Martinsville fan, and it's a hold there.
Coach Duggar down there chatting about that one. Not sure if he didn't like it or what, but nevertheless, the Artesians going to back it up a little bit. See if Artesians going to air this one out.
Uh-oh. Back-to-back penalties for the Artesians, and this is not good, especially after you had some momentum and were moving the football.
Yeah, that one just a miscue there. LaFerry over there may not have either heard the play or was kind of in his own world, not sure. But they like to do those hard counts, and whenever you do that, everyone's got to be on the same page here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Artesians maybe either run or try to hit Hunter Stroud here. We'll see.
Going to hand it off to Shrake, who bounces it to the outside and gets a lot of that penalty yardage back, so that's good. Dives forward near the 40-yard line for about a 9-yard pickup.
So that's still going to leave the Artesians the second and pretty long. It's a nice pickup there from Shrake. One thing with Shrake is his vision, man. It's really, he can see those gaps, and whatever he does, he puts a foot in the ground and he goes and he gets the tough yards.
Second long, Reynolds has it. He's looking left, still looking left, and he's just going to fly it out to Stroud, and that is going to be picked off, I think. Kind of threw it in double coverage. Stroud had 2 guys on him, and Bedford North Lawrence comes up for the second pick.
Yeah, they tried to get him with a little double move there, tried to get him to bite on Stroud, but the Stars stayed home, did very well on that coverage, and if there's one guy you want to double on the Artesians, it's got to be Stroud. And they did a very good job, as you're going to see here.
Take a look at it here. Reynolds is looking, and that's Trace Reinders, who just kind of stepped in front of Stroud. But also number 3 for Bedford North Lawrence, Riker Hughes, was there as well. So
yeah, and those dudes, they can catch the ball as well. So they play a little receiver action as well. So those are just some dudes making plays out there for the Stars. Second interception on the day.
Positive thing for that offense is at least they gave the defense a bit of a break, as Loudon there stumbled trying to cut it upfield, and I think lost a yard or 2.
Yeah, I think they may have had a little hole there for Loudon to go through, but tripped up. So now they're going to be set behind the sticks.
Second down here for the Stars. Shotgun, Loudon takes it, has some pressure, escapes it.
A lot of room.
And now he's got some room. Got to get a tackle here as he's forced out of bounds. Going to be near a first down, but still going to be shy of it, about the 18-yard line. So about a 9-yard pickup for Loudon.
That's what the Artesians are going to find themselves some trouble in. The drop back pass is nothing there. Loudon just going to take it right up the middle. They may have to stick someone on a little QB spy action there, because Loudon, if he doesn't see anything, he'll take off. And as we mentioned, tough guy to bring down.
Let's see if the Artesians can get a stop here and force another Bedford North Lawrence punt. Get the offense back out there as the Artesians trail 7-0 here in the second quarter. Just going to hand it off to Gates.
Not much.
Not much at all. No, he is stuffed, and I'm kind of surprised with that play call, because Bedford hasn't had a whole lot of success running it up the middle, and Artesians do a nice job and going to force another Bedford North Lawrence punt.
Yeah, usually if you're the Stars there, you're going to keep it with your bread and butter. Give it to Loudon and let him go make something happen. Maybe if you're going to do that, maybe it'd be off an option or something in that sort. But great play on defense by the Artesians. They were able to stuff it when they needed it. So now they have yet again another chance to score here maybe before half.
Low snap, and that's trouble. Bedford's just going to kick it away, and they barely get it away. You want to make sure the Artesians get away from this football, and they will have great starting field position.
Not sure how he got that one off. Boy, that was a big play for the Stars. That could have been really bad. Turned into the Artesians got to go a little under 40 yards and that'll score, as opposed to probably like 3.
I think the Bedford punter just for a second thought about just picking it up and running with it, because I didn't think he was going to try to even kick it, but he did, and at least for Bedford's sake gets it out of there and forces the Artesians to start it, but inside their own 40, or inside the Bedford 40.
One thing about that punter, he's also their left guard and their outside linebacker. So you talk about an athlete, that dude can pretty much do it all. Surprised he didn't want to run there.
Shrake with a nice first down run there.
Yeah, whenever you got a running back picking up half on first down, there's never going to be mad about that one.
Going to hand it off again to Shrake. Shrake has a hole. Gets pushed forward to about the 30, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, you're going to As we've seen a lot of Braden Shrake running up the middle, I think we're going to continue to see it as long as the Stars give the look that they're giving. They look like they may be doubling Hunter Stroud over there with they got looks like Baker over top, and then you got even help with the safety. So the Artesians, they like to get the ball to their playmakers like Hunter Stroud, but if they're going to cover them like that, they're going to have numbers inside the box, so they're just going to hand it off all night.
Reynolds hands it off to Shrake. Shrake, nice job. Nice vision by Shrake. The hole wasn't there initially, patient, and found it for about a 4 or 5 yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, and that's what makes him so special. Able to have the patience as a running back, able to wait for the play to develop, find the hole, put the foot down, and just go and get the yardage they need to get. Fresh set of chains, clock running here as we're nearing halftime.
12th carry for Shrake so far in this game. Fakes the sweep. Now Reynolds is going to throw it, and
it's a dangerous pass there. Yeah. Never want to see that. They tried to do a little fake sweep action. They actually had Cameron Willison beat in the center of the field, but the Stars did a good job getting to the quarterback there. Didn't give him a chance to throw it over top for the touchdown. So the Stars get bailed out there by the good pressure they had going on.
It's actually A.J. Reynolds' first incompletion. He's 4 of 7, but 2 of those have been interceptions. So
he's finding dudes, just may not be the right guys.
Second down here from Martinsville. He's going to pull it, and he's got receiver diving catch. See who that was, number 15, Cameron Willison.
Willison, he's a guy last year, defensive player. He found a spot on offense this year, and he did a really good job in the scrimmage. He's one of those dudes that's just an athlete, and you just need him on the field in any way they can. Nice catch there for the first down here. Now the Artesians in no hurry here. See what they end up doing. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little hard count.
Just over 4 minutes left to go. Gives it to Shrake up the middle. Bounces it to the left a little bit. Gets it across the 10-yard line for another nice first down run.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The Artesians are going quick here. See what they do. Probably going to see a lot of number 25.
Bedford, I think, realized that they're going a little too fast for Coach Baker's sake, and they call a timeout here.
That's a smart play by Coach Duggar there. He knows that Stars are a little off balance there. He's going to call a quick play. Now, I'm not even sure if they were going to run a play there. They just want to get to the line quick to make the Stars think they are, which they're forced to call a timeout. Now, in retrospect, you're looking back at that. They may need that timeout when they're trying to score here, depending on how much time they have before halftime. So you like the play by Coach Duggar, making the Stars call a timeout there late in this second quarter.
So Braxton, whether it's fair or unfair, the main focus, main eyes are always on the quarterback in football.
Yeah.
And especially A.J. Reynolds, new player, having to take over for Tyler Atkins, who had a great career here as playing college football at Aurora University. What have you seen from A.J. so far in this first half?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there. He's had the guys open. He's making the right reads. But as we can see, the throws sometimes just aren't there. But I think overall he's been making the right reads, and he's going to continue to develop as a young player and continue to start making those big throws. And I wouldn't be surprised if this Artesian offense gets rolling sooner rather than later.
Well, makes a read there, throws it to Willison for just a yard.
Yeah, Stars did a good job there, flowing to the football.
This is a big third down play here. It's 3rd and 4, so you can get a first down. He's going to hand it off to Shrake, and I think he's going to be short.
See if Coach Duggar wants to bring out the kicker here.
I think Duggar's going to go for it. Coach Duggar is,
one guy you may want to pay attention to here is Josh Jones. He may sneak to the back of the end zone, depending on what they want to call. Another guy, maybe Hunter Stroud out there in space if they look to pass.
Try the hard count a couple times, see if they can get Bedford to jump, get a free first down, but
they may just end up trying to get him off sides.
Nope. They're going to snap it. And, you were right. You were right, Braxton. He had
Josh Jones,
number 87, Josh Jones, and he was open.
He was there.
Couldn't make the pass.
As I talked about, Reynolds making the right read, just struggling a little bit to make those passes in that one. That's a tough one to swallow. That would have been 6. So now you flip sides here. The Artesians, you're looking to get another 4 quick stops, maybe have the ball with another chance to score. But if you're the Stars, I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep pounding it with Loudon, let this clock roll down, and maybe take a shot or two, depending on how close they are, to try to get some more points on the board before half.
If you're Martinsville, you got 2 timeouts left, so I can see Coach Duggar wanting to stop the clock here and get his offense one more shot. And Gates gets about 2 yards there.
I think Coach Duggar will wait to see how these first 2 plays go out here, and depending on how they go, you may elect to take the timeout or let the clock keep ticking.
That last play, Cole Andrews was in the backfield. Yeah. He almost like over-pursued it because he kind of was behind the play when it happened, but he has had quite the first half. I would say he's probably the MVP of the first half so far.
He's been doing everything on the defensive side for the Artesians.
Defensive end on that left side of your screen. And he's there again, but Loudon kept it, and he's going to take it to the outside and a flag, so that's going to probably push this one back. I think they're going to get Riker Hughes there on a hold.
Always tough on a hold on the wide receiver. Got to make sure those hands are inside because the refs, especially with those gloves over there, they're going to be able to see them. I think that's who it's going to be on. So that one would have been close to, if not a first down.
I think it would have been about a yard or 2 shy because I would have been curious if Duggar ever thought about maybe declining it, to save some clock, but I'm sure he'd rather have
another try at trying to stop these Stars.
I think Coach Duggar did not want to accept that penalty. He's screaming at the official right now. So Loudon's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Hughes, and he's got it, and he's got foot race now, and it's one I think Riker Hughes might win, and he will, and that is the absolute last thing you needed.
Wow, talk about change of events there. We were talking maybe the Artesians get a stop here, and maybe they're going to use their timeouts, maybe not, but the Stars, as we mentioned, those corners can't fall asleep out there. Good play call by the Stars. Little pump fake, Loudon lets it air out to Riker Hughes, who took it to the house. Stars trying to make it 14-0 after that touchdown there.
So that's Loudon's only his second completion, but it was for 95 yards and a touchdown.
It's going to look good on the stat sheet for him tomorrow.
Yep. Kick is up, and it is blocked. So Artesian special teams block the extra point, make it 13-0. Artesian offense has 1:50 with 2 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive Coach Duggar is on this series here.
Yeah, and that blocked extra point may not seem like a lot on the scoreboard, but that's the type of thing that may change some momentum. Maybe gets the Artesians a little bit of motivation and maybe a little bit of belief here to score, because they got 1:50 here. It's definitely possible to get a score on the scoreboard here. We'll see what happens. Looks like the refs are having a chat over there towards the goal line. The Artesians will get the ball at halftime, so a score here would go a long way.
So 1:50 left to go here. Bedford's going to choose to kick it from that right hash.
So the Artesians will have about 1:50, depending on if they return this or not, to try to get something going here offensively. It'll be big, even if they don't score, to maybe get a nice drive going, just to get some momentum going into halftime, because right now the Stars pretty much have all of it.
Last time our teams had the football, they had a nice drive. It just didn't end with any points. It's going to be a short kick. Stroud's going to take it around the 10-yard line.
We'll have some
and
room.
He's got some room up the sideline, and now that changes things a little bit as Stroud gets hit out of bounds, but not before he gets it to about midfield.
That's what you like to see. I can see A.J. Reynolds calling in their fast dude, what they like to call offense, where they like to get some dudes in space to try to make some big passes here. As you can see, Hunter Stroud, nice run, finding the hole, able to almost take it to the house. Had to beat one guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Artesians air it out here with a minute 43 to go here before halftime.
Now, A.J. Reynolds needs to be careful with the football here. Last thing you want to do is turn it over and give Bedford North Lawrence some more time, and sets up a screen to Shrake, and Shrake nowhere to go. Bedford read that nicely.
Not much doing there. That's what the Artesians like to do. They like to get you with the screens every once in a while. They're usually big plays, but the Stars really paid attention to that one. That's a really good stop for the Stars on first down.
Reynolds back to pass, and he's going to be thought he was going right. Now he's going to his left, and he's just going to throw it. Caught by Willison.
Big catch.
And Willison fighting for every yard, trying to get it out of bounds, too, to stop the clock. Artesians do have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
But I think he got out of bounds, so that will stop the clock.
Cameron Willison, he's a fighter, man. He'll go and get that ball, and whenever he has the ball in his hands, he's not going to go down easily. He's going to fight for every yard he's going to get, and that just shows the toughness of that kid right there.
First down here. Reynolds will roll to his right. Got time now. He's gonna go down though. Had time, just couldn't get rid of it. And now Coach Duggar's gonna have to use one of his timeouts.
Yeah, not what you want to see if you're the Artesians there at all. You want to. He didn't see the pressure coming from the backside, but really want to maybe get that one thrown away since not much was open there. But Artesians are going to have a second and very long now.
AJ, the play before that rolled one direction and had some space to come back inside, and that's when he found Carter Wilson. He tried to do the same thing, but there was nowhere to go when he turned around.
Yeah, that first one, the O-line did a really good job of containing the D-line there, but the Stars brought a little bit more pressure that time, and were able to contain Reynolds there.
So after the timeout here, there'll be 58 seconds left on the Artesian scoreboard. 2nd and 19 on the Bedford 45.
Yeah, long play probably going to have to happen here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe Hunter Stroud on a long pass here, maybe Jace LaFerry a little bit, but wouldn't be surprised if it's one of these inside receivers here.
Reynolds back to pass. Got a clean pocket, and he's going to double clutch, but he does find a man on the outside, knocked out of bounds.
Nice catch up with Mason Dotson over there on the right side. He might have had Jace LaFerry doing a little wheel route on the sideline closest to us, but took what was given to him. He took what he saw down there with Mason Dotson, who got the first down, and better yet, got out of bounds.
Hold on a second. I think the chain gain is a little confused on where we need to be here.
Yeah, the number said third down, but they removed the chains there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
third and about a yard maybe.
Yeah, there you got 1 yard before you get a first down.
Yeah.
That was about 18-yard pass there. Need to get a first down here. Keep this drive going. They're just going to hand it off to Shrake, and Shrake got it on the spin. He was stuffed, but then had a nice spin move and was able to get the first down.
So the clock will stop while they are they're not moving the chains yet. He did.
He got it. I think we've got a little confusion on the sideline again.
The best part about the confusion, it's going to stop the clock for the Artesians for a little time there.
Now they're going to run the clock, so Reynolds back to pass. He's looking, nowhere to go, just going to have to throw it away or do something, but he throws it in, finds a open receiver.
Nice catch there. Mason Dodson again, 2 big catches. Going to stop the clock for a little bit.
Yep.
Teachers are going to have a shot at the end zone here. This will be a big score.
First down here. Little misdirection. Shrake, nowhere to go. He's going to cut it back inside, and there's a flag that comes, and then another flag comes late.
Yeah, I think they may get the Stars here with the face mask. We'll have to see. It looks like Braden Shrake had the head turned a little bit.
I think you're absolutely right, especially when those flags came out.
Yeah, it will be. So now you're looking at a 2nd and 10, and now you're inside the 5-yard line, maybe on the 5-yard line here, 22 seconds to go. So now you got a lot of options here.
Still got a timeout in your pocket, too, so you could use that. Reynolds looking and incomplete.
He had him over there in that corner, just a little bit thrown to the outside.
And he threw it where you had to throw it where no one else could get it. Only his guy was going to be able to get that, but just threw it a little too far out of the reach.
So now we'll have to see what they want to do. And they got technically 3 plays probably in retrospect of what they have an option to do. Stars are going to try to call a timeout here. This is a big play for the Stars as well. They really want to get a stop here. Don't want the Artesians having points going into halftime.
Right.
And on the other side, I think the Artesians just want to get anything they can.
I think the Artesians took that timeout, so I think Coach Duggar, that's his last one.
Yeah, the Artesians, they want to make sure they can get in the end zone here. They want to dial up something. We'll see what package they want to bring out.
So if Coach Duggar has used all his timeouts, which I think he has, that you kind of take away the run a little bit. Because the last thing you want is to try a run play, not get in, and then you have to scramble to snap it. So
you almost really don't want to catch anything that's not in the end zone either, because you're only 5 out. You don't want to have the clock running at all.
So at least these next couple plays may be passes to the end zone.
Yeah.
And then if you get to a 4th down situation, then you might be able to surprise them with a run. We'll see. 19 seconds left. The Artesians really, really do need to get a score just to feel good. Now, offense has moved the ball the last 2 series. It's just, they either come away with no points or a turnover.
I feel like they've got a lot of their passes when Reynolds is scrambling, so I may want to see if he wants to scramble somewhere.
Nope,
they
he's
got
in the pocket. He's going to throw it deep, and it is knocked.
Wow.
Incomplete, but that was almost a second INT
from
Hughes.
They were there. They had a nice tip. Almost may have got an interception off the tip, but they tried the corner route with LaFerry. Nice defense once again by the Stars.
I would like to see, it's only the first half of football for A.J. Reynolds. I would really like to see him look off a receiver. It seems like sometimes he locks into a receiver here, then kind of throws it up. So third down here. 14 seconds left. You got enough for 2, maybe 3 plays if you make it quick.
I would want to watch these 2 inside receivers, 5 and 3 here. See what's going to them. They're going to try the pitch.
Option. He pitches it to Shrake, and that's
they're going to have to call a timeout.
Do you have a timeout left? They must have had a timeout left. I thought Martinsville was all out of timeouts.
Yeah.
So my mistake there.
So it's a big one. The good thing they do have a timeout, so maybe that's why they.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Duggar runs that play if he doesn't have a timeout in his pocket. So
loss of 1. So the Artesians are going to need to sneak something in the end zone. I know they got a few in the playbook that could possibly sneak something in the end zone. We'll have to see if they want to go to them or not. They're going to bring in their big boy package here.
Yep, this is it. You can still get the first down, but with 5.5 seconds left, you pretty much got 1 play.
Yep, this is pretty much it here, especially with it being 4th down.
Do you think about going for 3 here since you're getting the ball back to start the second half?
I could definitely see it. It looks like that's what they may do here. Yeah, I think I see the kicker Rollins out, which is a smart move here from the Artesians.
Charlie Rollins, the new kicker, replacing Ethan Hanlon, who graduated. Kick is up, and looks good to me.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yep.
Something is better than nothing here late in the second quarter here. Good to see the 3 points on the board. You can see the lights going in and out hopefully we see a lot more of that in the second half. But big 3 points there for the Artesians. Get something on the board.
I think that'll look a lot cooler when it's dark out.
Yeah, I agree. I was hoping hoping the second half will bring a lot more
I think
sunlight.
you probably have some people looking at that and be like, what's wrong with the lights? Why are they flickering?
Yeah. Look a lot cooler later in the season as well when it's dark by this time.
So Artesians probably just going to look at a pretty safe squib kick here and
That's
just
what I would assume.
try to limit any type of return for Bedford. So more than likely Artesians, knock on wood, will be going into the locker room 13-3 deficit against the Stars, but they will get the football to start the second half.
And that's big. After you march down the field, get 3 points, you want to have a touchdown there, but you'll live with 3, especially when you get the ball at halftime or with another chance to try to get even more.
Like we've taught, Artesian offense has moved the ball. They just haven't really been successful in the red zone. And the defense has done really well, minus that 95-yard touchdown pass that Bedford got last time they had it.
Out. I mean, I think they've maybe gained a total of 20, 30, 40 yards maybe in total on offense for the Stars. So this defensive team for the Artesians doing really well to take out that long play.
And that will officially do it. It is going to be halftime here at Siderewicz Field. Artesians going to the locker room down 13-3, but like Braxton and I said, they will get the ball to start the second half. We'll come back, talk about the first half, have some halftime stats after this.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse.
They're going.
Again, a special thank you to all of our band members and our band director, Mr. Ken Bellick, for the hard work put in. And again, this is their competition show performing for your enjoyment this evening. Machine X, featuring original music by John Mates and Ian Grom. Again, our drum majors, Madison Becker and Emma Hickok. Captains are Haley Richards, Logan Johnson, Haley Holsworth, Taylor Goss, Amelia Rainwater, Jackson Rouser, and Waylon Rasher. To our drum major, you may start the performance. Thank you.
Mr. Mark, you want me to get anyone in particular?
Another nice round of applause, if you will, for our Martinsville Artesian Band and Mr. Ken Buck. A reminder, fans, the Martinsville cheerleaders and football team are collecting money tonight for senior Brandon Kent's sister. Peyton was born with a chromosome disorder known as recombinant 8 syndrome. She is now
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Don't do that.
Holman, he'll fire his three.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
And welcome back, everyone. WREP 15 Sports, also watching live on YouTube and IHSAA TV. My name is Erik Burns here. Halftime at Siderewicz Field. Artesians trail the Bedford North Lawrence Stars 13-3. Braxton Dilley alongside me, and Braxton, give us a little recap of what happened in that first half.
Yeah, the first half obviously doesn't look too good if you're an Artesian on the scoreboard, but there wasn't much offensively on both sides. I mean, the Stars had a really big play, one catch, 95 yards to the house that really gave them a touchdown, and then other than that, they had an interception that got them, I believe, inside the 20. So they only had about 15 yards to go. So I think both offenses have had about an even play. The Artesians really struggled a little bit offensively in the passing game. Their QB, A.J. Reynolds, has thrown 2 picks so far. But, I mean, if you take out those picks, I think they've been pretty steady. The running game's been there. Braden Trake's had a pretty good night. Defensively, I think the Artesians have done very well. They've only allowed the Stars pretty much under 20 yards every possession, except for that, as I mentioned, the 95-yard bomb. But I think the defense has done it very well, holding their ground. Because the Stars, they're going to pound and keep pounding until the Artesians have nothing left with Memphis Loudon in the read option. So I think the Stars are going to do a lot of that this half again. I think especially with them being up, you're going to see a lot of them handing it off to Loudon, running back, just trying to waste some time here because they're in no hurry. And then the Artesians, I think they're going to continue to do what they've been doing, aired it out. I think Coach Duggar trusts A.J. Reynolds enough to keep the ball in his hands, let him air it out a little bit more. And then, of course, you got to keep handing off to Braden Trake. He's been the man tonight. He's been getting tough yards here and there. Maybe the Artesians can hopefully break out a few plays here. Wouldn't be surprised if they try a little trickery here, try to sneak some plays through against this Bedford defense.
Yeah, offensively, if you look at the numbers, pretty similar numbers for both the Artesians and the Stars. Bedford North Lawrence had 58 yards on the ground compared to the Artesians' 43. And passing-wise, Bedford North Lawrence had 126 yards in the air. Artesians had 110. And you take away, like you said, that 95-yard touchdown pass that Memphis Loudon had late in that first half. Stats in the game looks a whole lot different.
Yeah, for sure. The Artesians were able to block the extra point there. Reason why it's being 13-3. So we'll have to see what happens here. We talked about it. The Artesians will get the ball coming out of this halftime break. So this will be a big possession for the Artesians. They really need to get something going. They had a good drive last time. Ended up in 3 points. They were down around the 5-yard line. So the Artesians, they've been moving the ball. They've just been moving it and then making a bad mistake to cost them the drive. So hopefully they can move the ball and be mistake-free on this opening drive.
Martinsville need to try to obviously limit the turnovers. They had 2 turnovers in that first half. Bedford North Lawrence did a good job taking care of the football. They didn't turn it over at all. Penalty-wise, Artesians had 2 penalties, back-to-back penalties there that kind of stalled a drive a little bit. And then Bedford North Lawrence had 3 penalties. So pretty clean game as far as the penalties go, which is good to see, especially first game jitters and we have players learning new positions, getting used to varsity football. Not a whole lot of penalties so far in this first half.
Yeah, as we talked about, a little rough few first drives for both teams, really. And they kind of got settled in, and we talked about the first game. And, talk about the weather. This is beautiful weather. We talked about earlier how usually August you get really hot games. I remember playing down in Bedford. It's usually really humid and hot down there. But, a beautiful night here tonight at Siderewicz Field. We mentioned the turf. You can see the student section. They're ready to go here in the second half. But, there's really not a better night to play football here. Beautiful weather and really good atmosphere here tonight at Siderewicz Field.
Really good atmosphere. Crowd really good, which it always is for Martinsville. Community of Martinsville always shows up for their athletic teams and things like that, especially the first game of the season. Perfect weather. Big crowd here. Student section, like you said, saw a shot of them. They're excited. So hopefully Artesians can give them something to cheer about here in this second half. Get some more points on the board.
Yeah, I can't imagine what Coach Duggar said in that locker room, but I can't imagine he was very happy. So I wouldn't be surprised if this Artesian team maybe come out with a little chip on their shoulder and maybe come out with a little fiery fire-up action, because looking over there, the Stars are pretty fired up. They came out jumping around. Student section's bumping over there. So the Stars are fired up. They have a lot of momentum. But the Artesians did block a kick late in that second half and got a field goal. So they were the last to strike. Let's see if they can get some more points on here to start this second half.
And you and I both talked. The Artesians came out probably faster than any time that I can remember the Artesians. Usually Artesians come out with 1 minute left on the clock for halftime, and then they have to add time to it so they could stretch. But they were out. There was still 5-6 minutes left to go. So I don't know if just Coach Duggar had a point to make and made it and then was done, or what. The Artesians did come back a lot earlier from the locker room than I've seen since Coach Duggar's taken over.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Duggar, like you mentioned, just had one message, and it was pretty straightforward. And he just told to them and said, hey, if you want to win this game, you got to go execute. So let's see if they can flip the script here. Looks like Shrake and Stroud back to receive again.
Bedford kicking from that right hash. That's what they did in the first half. It's a line drive kick, and Shrake is going to take it about the 9-yard line. Shrake makes one man miss, but gets tackled by the second guy and gets about the 24-yard line.
So the Artesians have to get something going here. See what type of package they want to bring out.
See if number 4, A.J. Reynolds, the quarterback, comes a little bit more relaxed, got the jitters out, threw a couple early picks, but the last 2 drives that he had really got some yardage, however, just kind of stalled in the red zone and only got 3 points out of those trips. So
wouldn't be surprised if Braden Shrake gets a lot of touches here to start the game or start the second half.
Gets the first one, but he's going to go backwards for a loss.
Yeah, that's a nice penetration there by the Bedford D-line there, able to break right through and make a nice stop there.
So Shrake had 16 carries in that first half, and now he's at 17 carries. Shrake hasn't really broken a big run off. His biggest run of that first half was a 9-yard pickup, and quick little pass out to Stroud, who goes inside and cuts back out, makes another man miss.
Yeah, they like to give it to Stroud in open space. I saw that formation. Thought they may want to let him work, and that's exactly what they do. Try to make a guy miss, but you're still in a third and about 6.
This is a big first down, too. I know it's early in the second half, but the last thing you want to do is get the football, then have to punt it on a 3 and out, give Bedford the football again.
See if they throw it quick here for the first down.
Reynolds is.
That'll be close. I think
he's got it. I think the receiver did a nice job of knowing exactly where he needed to be, where the sticks were. I think that's LaFerry over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like A.J. Reynolds, he's made most of his money tonight on the rollout. He's struggled in the pocket a little bit, but whenever you get him in space, little scramble rollout action, he's been making plays. See if they want to throw it down here, give it to Shrake.
Another quick pass to Stroud. Stroud's had to go down and get that, and that's kind of caused that to.
Not much there at all.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever Stroud's out wide, the Stars do like to favor the field down there, so they usually have an extra man to the point of attack, and they're just outnumbered the Artesians there.
AJ just needs to put a little more zip on that football.
Yeah.
He threw it, and Stroud had to go down to pick it up off the ground almost, and that let Bedford rally around him. So 2nd and long here. Fakes the handoff, and
that one just thrown a little behind Stroud.
And Reynolds pulled that, and I don't know if I think Shrake thought he was getting that because he kind of stopped and turned around to make sure he didn't drop the ball. That was a late pull by A.J. Reynolds. And
was a little late pull, a late throw too.
Yep.
So now again, faced with the 3rd and long.
Big play here. Reynolds rolls to his right, throws it back. Willison spins, but nowhere to go. Gets it across the 30 for only like a 1 or 2 yard pickup there.
Yeah, credit to the Stars. They're all over these screens tonight. They've that's second or third one they've stopped with not a lot of yardage at all. They've really watched their film this week. They know what the Artesians like to do and like to try to get out. Wouldn't be surprised if they drop back and punt here again. Not sure I see anyone back for the Stars. We'll see.
Had some success last time when they did this. Reynolds punted and it rolled all the way inside the 10, so he's going to take a step back now. Now Bedford realizes it, and they'll send a guy back.
I think he'll get behind him maybe.
End over end, and yep, good punt. Rolls out around 25.
Yeah. We'll take that punt any day. So now the Artesian defense will get another chance to try to stop these Stars. We mentioned earlier they've had a pretty good night defensively. They only given up one big play, but other than that, they've really kept everything in front of them and really made the Stars work for everything they got so far tonight.
Absolute defense. Done a really nice first half. Talked about it. The one play they gave up the touchdown, but everything else, they kept everything in front of them. And the other touchdown that Bedford scored, that was after the interception, and Martinsville had to try to keep Bedford out of the end zone. They had it started at their own 13, I think, something like that, or the Artesian 13. So Artesian defense has done a nice job pretty much most of the night. Now Memphis Loudon's going to air it out, and it is caught, and right on cue, Bedford makes me eat my words, is it's a huge completion there.
That was Childs again.
Yep,
Another
here
big
Childs.
Catch. It's his second one of the night. Again, they are sneaking past the defense. You don't want to let anything behind you. There, Childs able to seep through him back there for another big gain for the Stars.
Memphis had a little pressure, rolls out of it, see the escapability, throws it, and it's
pretty low,
incomplete. Yep.
There's a flag on the field. We'll be holding against the Stars, so
Yeah,
that's it's gonna back them up quite a bit.
Memphis was back there and danced a little too much, and eventually an offensive lineman grabbed a hold of, try to keep him from getting sacked. So, fourth penalty of the night for Bedford. Holding will move them back 10 yards.
So now you got a really long 1st and 20. See if the Stars try to stick with this passing game, which they found success on a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Memphis Loudon, he's 3 of 5, but his completions are 31 yards, 95 yards, 35 yards. So his receivers are getting behind the Artesian linebackers and secondary and getting some big gains.
Yeah, they don't throw it much, but when they do, as they've showed tonight, they go for the long ball.
Martinsville showing pressure, forcing Memphis to roll to his left and gets across the 50 into Artesian territory, where the defense limits the damage there. So bring up second at about 15, I believe.
I mean, if I were the Stars, I'd stick to maybe doing shotgun or just gun in the back where no one is around Loudon. He has the choice to maybe pass it because that's what's been working. They've been getting the long ball, and whenever Loudon runs, that's how they've been making their money tonight. So wouldn't be surprised if they keep the ball in his hands and just let him make plays.
Loudon back to pass again. He's going to throw it. It is off the hands of number 81 there for Bedford.
It's a tough catch to make there if you're Gavin Peterson. You got to come right up the middle. You know you're going to get hit. And as soon as the ball went off his hands, he got popped there by an Artesian. So that's a tough catch to make. Brings up a 3rd and very long for the Stars. Probably going to look to air it out here. The Artesian secondary really needs to buckle down here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up another long completion here. 3rd and 16 for Memphis Loudon and the Stars here. They've got 5 wide. Loudon gets some pressure. He will go down, though. Nice job by the defense, and guess who it was? Number 89 for the Artesians.
Cole Andrews, once again. We've talked about him time and time again. Just coming up big when they need him. That's a huge play on a 3rd and long to force the Stars to punt and give this offense yet another chance.
Field back to get this punt. And it looks like there was a
blew,
whistle
yeah.
that kind of.
I think the Stars may have to punt even farther.
All right.
A couple of penalties already on the Stars in their opening drive of the second half.
Yep, the second penalty in the second half. So I'd mentioned not a whole lot of flags in that first half, and here Bedford North Lawrence commits 2 penalties during this drive. So that's Hunter Stroud back, not Ben Field. So Hunter Stroud is back. He's at about the 20-yard line. Bedford having to punt this away.
Nice punt.
High punt, very high. Look at that hang time. Stroud will take it and dance around and get around to the outside and goes to the far side. And nice job by Hunter Stroud. Gets it across the 35. I didn't think he was going to be able to return that. It was so high of a punt.
He was able to make it do. A couple dudes missed quickly after he caught it. Able to get the edge and lower the shoulder. Good yardage there.
Take a look at it here. You see he made a couple guys miss and gets to the outside and around the 35-yard lines where he's knocked out. And Hunter Stroud was the one that kind of sparked that toward the end of the first half, was able to allow the Artesians to get a drive and get 3 points on the board before halftime. So good special teams play by him. Now let's see if his offense can get something going and punch it into the end zone.
Yeah, Stars look to still be favoring Stroud out there.
Fake the handoff, throws it to Jones, and Jones couldn't stay on his feet for it. So
yeah, I think he had maybe 5 yards there because he's a tough guy to bring down, maybe even more if he were to stay on his feet there. But that's what the Artesians are going to do. They're going to try to give the ball to other players if they're going to favor Stroud like that.
Yeah, Brayton Baker, number 1 for the Stars, the only one that could have made the tackle. He was there, but like you said, there's a bit of a weight difference there between Baker and Jones. Baker 185, Jones listed 245. So
would have been a heck of a tackle if he would have made it.
A quick pass there to Stroud, get him in space around the side and lowers his shoulder. Still fighting for extra yards, close to a first down. They're going to be about a yard shy, I think.
Yeah, there's some nice blocks out wide. A lot of Artesians lowered the shoulder there, creating a hole for Hunter Stroud. Let's see what they try to do. Maybe they'll try to get this first down quickly.
Artesians going fast, but I think Coach Duggar's telling him to slow down just a bit as he gets the play called in. So we'll see if Braden Strake's going to get this and just get that 1 yard. He will. Lowers shoulders and get about 2 or 3, so gets the first down.
A nice run there by Braden Strake. Nice push by the O-line. Getting some momentum and then a hole for Strake to pounce through.
6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Artesians still down 10, 13-3. Second time the Artesians have had the ball this half. And gives it to Shrake. And Shrake, about an 8-yard pickup there.
Nice, another big hole there. Shrake just took that one out of the hands of Reynolds, and nice gain there.
That was kind of delayed RPO as Reynolds had it. He was kind of moving to his right and then did hand it off to Shrake, who busted up for about an 8-yard pickup there on first down. And he's going to hand it off to Shrake. Shrake makes a couple miss. That's a good run. Yep, that's Shrake's back-to-back good runs for Braden Shrake there. I almost said all of the best runs that Braden Shrake have been on first down. That was on second. That's probably been his best run of the night so far.
Braden Shrake has been finding those holes, and he's been putting in the work tonight. Oh, double pass here.
Yeah, but his double pass. He's got his man wide open. It's LaFerry. Oh, just underthrew him just a little bit. LaFerry had to wait just a minute to get that ball, but they had it. They had it, didn't they?
They definitely did. That was a good design play called by the Artesians. Tried to get the Stars slacking, but that is just a heck of a play there by the Stars.
I think that was Mason Dotson who threw that pass.
Yeah.
And he had LaFerry. He did.
He did. That was a touchdown.
He didn't put enough on it, and LaFerry had to slow down for a moment, and that allowed the Bedford defender to catch up and knock it away.
That's a Maddox Ray saving touchdown there. Nice deflection there from the Stars.
Coach Duggar with a little trickery now, just going to hand it off to Shrake, and Shrake dives forward for about a 4 or 5 yard pickup.
Yeah. Shrake, every time he seems to get the ball, they seem to get 5.
Shrake's had over 20 carries so far tonight. He's probably looking at about 30 carries when it's all said and done, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Hot pass to Stroud. Stroud has a hole, and he was down when the ball came loose, but does have the first down there.
That was a nice block there by Josh Jones. Able to plant his man into the ground.
Klein Woodward for Bedford was the one that brought Stroud down.
Another first down for the Artesians. They have to work pretty hard for these first downs. Not getting much big plays, but they are pounding it.
Turns around, hands a quick handoff to Shrake, and Shrake up the middle near the 20-yard line. So another first down run for about 5 yards. So.
Yeah. So another about 5 or 6 yards there.
And Martinsville, like we've said, they haven't had a lot of difficult time moving the football. It's just finding pay dirt, and now this is what you can't have. You know,
you roll in and then you get a false start. It looked like they had a lot of room out there on the left side too. So now, what was a 2nd and about 4 turns into a 2nd and long.
Yep, 2nd and 10. So takes away the 6-yard run that Shrake gave you, and that's why the Artesians have had, when they've had success running or moving the football, it's because Shrake has given them good first down runs, and it's a lot easier to run your offense when you're 2nd 4, 2nd 3 instead of 2nd 9, 2nd 10.
Fake
the handoff. He's got time. He throws it, and is that caught? No, didn't hang on to it. They're on the far side.
That would have been a nice catch.
It would have been, yep.
This is a big 3rd down here. I'm not sure if they're in field goal range. I wouldn't think so.
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Charlie Rollins had the only points so far for the Artesians. It was a short field goal, though, much shorter than this would be.
Yeah. So the Artesians dial up here.
Low snap. Now AJ's in a little trouble. He's got to run. He's going to go down. So I don't know if he lost anything, but it's still going to bring up a 4th and down. Yeah, maybe lost a yard. So now you're kind of in no man's land. I think you go for it here.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, you can't really punt it.
You turn this over, you're it's basically like a punt if you were backed up farther. So big 4th down here. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to hit Jones or Stroud.
Reynolds looking, throws it, and could not connect.
Flag.
And there's a late flag. I think Coach Duggar might have talked that official into throwing it.
I don't blame him. That one, he had them all around wrapped up. And you can see Willison wasn't able to get 2 hands out because he was holding them. But it was a flag, but it was a late call. It was a little scary. We were holding our breath up here.
Now they're going to discuss it here, so we'll see what they decide.
Pass interference, I would hope.
Oh, okay. Referee's played a little trick on us.
I didn't know if they just offset or what.
Nope. Played a little trick on us.
Yeah, wow.
So
that would have blew up Coach Duggar.
Yeah. So on the other side, I'm sure Coach Baker is not happy.
Yeah.
So that is a big break for the Artesians. Get the penalty,
huge.
and 15-yard penalty and a first down. Yep.
It's a similar situation they were in close to halftime, down close to the end zone. They couldn't punch it in. So let's see if they can finally get it in here. If I were the Artesians, I think you let 2-5 try to get it in here.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think you give it to him at least a couple times here.
I mean, you see what he can do. Maybe if he gets stuffed on the first, maybe you look to pass. But, I mean, he's been moving the ball quite a bit.
Now we're backing up here. What's going on?
Yeah, what? Now we're back to the 18?
I'm really not for sure.
Now we're going back up.
Maybe we can get some clarification right now.
I'm very.
You know.
We're just moving all around this field.
That's all right.
So now we would
As
have
long as the first down stays,
yeah, we'll
I'm
take the
happy.
first down,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Now I guess we have a chance to get another one.
Yeah. I do try not to critique the officials because that's one job I would not, and that's one job
I mean, that's one job I've done before, and I do not. I got a lot of respect for those guys.
Shrake dives forward across the 5 to the 4. So
I mean, I think you just hit the repeat button after that one.
Yep.
He's been a pound. They're going to bring in their bigger dude package down here.
I think this is the play that we had with Shrake. You're looking at from the end zone, so cool shot there.
Yeah.
See the hole that Shrake had. And
now here I think you're either going to give it to Stroud on a jet, you're going to hand it to Shrake, or maybe sneak someone in the back of the end zone for a pass.
Just give it to Shrake, and he's not going to get it. He's going to get stuffed. So now you get a third
Going
down.
to the drawing board. Yeah, if
now
they stay,
what do you do here?
If they stay in this package, I know they got a lot of special plays they can run. Maybe something in the flat in the end zone again. As I mentioned, you can sneak someone in the back of the end zone. And maybe, again, as I mentioned, Stroud in motion or something.
Ball's on the 2-yard line here.
Watch 25 and maybe 10 here. We'll see.
Just give it to him, and he's in. Touchdown. Shrake with the first Artesian touchdown of the season. And now the lights look cooler. Now they look cooler, don't they?
They got the colorful going on. That looks a lot cooler.
Yep.
Big run there by Braden Shrake, cutting the deficit to 4. That's a big drive there by the Artesians. Much needed. They've had a lot of good drives, but they haven't been able to capitalize. Finally, Artesians can get in the end zone. It's a big kick here.
This is about the distance from the field goal that he made in the first half. So, oh no, we got trouble with the snap. And
well, that's not what you want to see.
Nope.
Now, as opposed to a one-possession game, maybe a field goal could have tied it, but now we are looking at the 4-point game.
So still a one-possession game. However, now a field goal, one tie, like you said, Braxton. So 2:13 to go in the third quarter. But I do like where the Artesians are because that offensive play showed they can move the football.
Yeah. And I mean, we've talked about the defensive playing so far for the Artesians as well.
Right. I like what I've seen from the defense.
Me too.
So they've shown that they can get stops.
Yeah.
And then the Artesian offense, that drive, showed that they can move the football and get into the end zone. So if you're an Artesian fan, you can feel a little bit better. However, you are still down 13-9.
Yeah.
And late in the third quarter here. So still a lot of football left here. Season opener for both teams, Martinsville, Bedford, week 1 of high school football 2023.
Stars a little late coming on the field here. Rollins set to boot this one to the back of the end zone, hopefully.
Rollins set to boot this one away. Puts the leg into it. It's going to be a short kick, returnable. Childs has it.
That's room.
Full set of steam. A nice tackle there.
It's a big tackle.
Yeah, I'll see who that was coming on. He's coming off the field now.
I think that was Lucas Dewey over there, number 8.
Yep,
that's
who it was.
It's a long, what could have been a long return-saving tackle there.
Yep. Bedford will still get it at the 30-yard line, so that's where Memphis Loudon and the offense for the Stars will start this possession.
Again, both teams really getting it done on the ground. Stars more so with their quarterback, and the Artesians more so with Braden Shrake. So let's see what the Stars elect to do here.
So Childs is back there with Loudon this time. And Loudon's just going to take it himself.
Has the
and
edge.
He's got the edge, yep.
That's a nice run.
Yep.
Nice block there by Childs. That's maybe they have him at running back because he's a big body who can hit some people.
10-yard pickup there by Memphis Loudon for a quick first down for B&L.
As we mentioned, he's so quick. Once he gets that edge, he's a dangerous guy out there.
Now Gates back out there, so you might be right there, Braxton. Childs was kind of using that package for a blocker to spring Loudon because Loudon had that the entire way. Gates will get it this time. He'll bounce to the left side, and he's got some room. Yep, and he's still on his feet, and now it's a foot race, and now Gates is still on his feet.
Wow.
Wow, and Bedford North Lawrence responds in 2 plays.
Talk about the big play. That's 2 big plays for the Stars. Let's get their back-to-back scores here.
Had the 11-yard run and then a 59-yard touchdown run by Gates.
One thing I did notice there is Logan Poppy was trying to chase him down, so he is back in the game.
Good to see.
Which is a good sign for the Artesians, but this scoreboard, not so much.
You see Gates went on the outside. We talked in the first half, Bedford did not have any luck whatsoever running, between the guards and the inside, and they were kind of anytime they had success on the run game, it was bouncing to the outside, and that's what Bedford has done, those 2 plays.
Yeah, it's continued to be the story.
Yep.
The Artesians really do want to try to contain it to the inside because their inner D line and the middle linebackers have really been showing up tonight. But they've showed up.
And that's another bad snap. I don't think this was a design, but Artesians got to stop him, and they do, luckily for Martinsville. That was definitely not a design play.
Yeah, Braden Baker over there. He faked through it to not sure any white jerseys were over there. He did fake through it and got tackled there.
So 2 botched extra points for Martinsville and Bedford. It's a 19-9.
Interesting looking score for sure. But the Artesians, again, they're going to have to put together another drive because they're going to have to score twice.
Yep. And Martinsville hasn't really shown that big, quick play, so they haven't really gotten yards in big chunks. It's kind of been.
You really want to keep this score close for that reason.
Right.
Because they've been, as you mentioned, they're scoring, but they're scoring really slowly and it's taking a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah. Bedford's doing the opposite there. When they do score, it's a quick, big play.
They're either 4 and out or they're throwing it for 90 or getting a big run.
So I'm guessing Bedford's probably going to kick this to Shrake because Stroud's back there, and Stroud has really hurt them with some of his punt returns that he's had. So I'm sure Coach Baker has instructed Riker Hughes to kick this over on the opposite hash to Shrake. But Shrake's not someone you want to.
No, they're both pretty dangerous dudes back there. Both can make a guy miss and be off to the races in a heartbeat.
Hughes kicks it. Shrake's got it around the 10-yard line. It's about the 26-yard line is where the Artesian offense will take over. Bedford might have a player down. Slow to get up.
He took a big hit in the middle there. He's struggling to get up.
Yep. It's number 24.
I believe that's
Tate Tinksley Jr. They're treating it like a cramp, though.
Yeah.
If you've watched enough football in these early games, that's exactly what it is.
A lot of cramps.
Yep. So let him stretch that out.
see what the Artesians can put together here. Again, last drive they did score. They were pound and ground all the way down until they finally got it in.
Yep.
So we'll have to see what they like to do here.
Did get a pass interference penalty on 4th down.
That was big, yeah.
That helped keep that drive alive, and then Braden Drake punched it in from the 2-yard line.
Coach Duggar sending some last words out to the offense.
That last series, A.J. Reynolds had a lot of quick passes out to the flat and things like that. We'll see if he stretches the field a little bit more. Or they just give it to Braden Drake, who gets tackled from behind, but not before he gets an 8-yard pickup there. So another good first down run by Braden Drake, and we've talked about that several times tonight.
Yeah, the Artesians, they've had some numbers in the box tonight because they've been favoring the wide receivers. So that gives the Artesians an advantage to run the ball. See what they do here. They're going to throw it to Hunter quick.
Yep. Hunter's got to make a man miss. He makes the first man miss and then gets drugged across to the 40.
That's a first down just because of Hunter Stroud right there. That was a nice little way because, I mean, there's a guy right there to easily make the tackle, but he made him miss, able to get the first down.
Also had a nice assist by Cameron Willison, who was kind of helped pulling him across get those extra 2 or 3 yards. So first down for the Artesians. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. He's going to pass it. He's got a man. It is caught out of bounds, and it's Willison.
Yeah, Wilson's had himself a night.
He has.
I think this one may get thrown back because flag. I think we got holding. That's a killer.
Yep, that hurts because that's going to make this
1st and 15 or around. We'll see.
Yeah, 1st and 15, I think, is where it looks like the hold was about the 45-yard line. So.
Not what you want to see here.
No.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Artesians do take a shot here soon.
A misdirection, give it to Shrake, and Shrake's got some room. Shrake up the sideline. He's at the 40 and tackled near the 35-yard line. Nice play call there by Coach Doug and the coaching staff.
I mean, that's how they make their money. You get everyone going right, and then you just easy handoff to Braden Shrake. No one over there.
Nope.
Big yardage.
Take a look at the replay here. A little misdirection. And all that green there on that left side.
And that's a nice block there by Nate Long on the edge, sealing it off. Big play there by the Artesians. Uh-oh.
Shrake's got he's going to go. Braden Shrake, touchdown, 36.
Think we may have a flag.
Oh, no. And it's going to come back, so.
Man.
Yep.
Right when they have him. Beautiful vision there by Shrake. You're going to see Shrake, the patience, right through the hole. He would have been gone.
Yep. I couldn't see the hold. I was looking. I didn't know if you saw it or not, Braxton.
No, I thought it was a touchdown. I saw the light start flickering, and then I looked over, and I saw a piece of laundry over there.
So that's demoralizing. That's tough. Tough to swallow. But you got to regroup now.
Yeah, I mean, the running game's working right now. Offensive line's doing really good. Other than that hold, they're opening up some holes.
Fake the handoff.
Oh, they got him.
Stroud.
Oh man!
And could not complete it. That was broken up there. Number 7. Maddox Ray with the breakup. Artesian actually had another guy there too. Who I thought
that play's designed to go to Josh Jones, but again, you have Cameron Wilson working up over the middle if that's open. But Reynolds decided, Shrake. Reynolds decided to go to Shrake over there. Had a step on him, but a nice play there, a little underthrown.
You really want to come away with points here on this drive. So Schrake's going to take it, and
Man,
he's going to, gets some of that penalty yard back, but it's still going to bring up a 3rd and 10, and I think that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
See if Coach Duggar tries to draw him off here.
4 seconds. Try, but didn't happen. So, exciting third quarter. When we come to the fourth quarter here, Artesians down 19-9 to Bedford North Lawrence. We will be right back after this.
Do that.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back, everyone. Siderewicz Field, fourth quarter, Artesians and Stars. Erik Burns here alongside Braxton Dilley. Big third down coming up. Reynolds rolls to his right. He's going to just air it out to LaFerry. Oh! Touchdown!
Wow.
What a play.
A.J. Reynolds, he shorted a lot of balls tonight, but that one perfectly over the star defender. Jace LaFerry, how about the sophomore? Getting 6. Yeah, these lights are pretty cool once they, they go off in the dark.
Once it's actually nighttime, they look cool. A.J. Reynolds, that was a good pass. That was, I thought, was well covered, but then the Bedford defender, I think, jumped too early. I think he mistimed his jump. If he would have just stayed on his feet, I think that would have been a tough play for LaFerry to come up. But
I agree.
The Bedford corner kind of jumped to try to swat the ball away, and that gave LaFerry just enough separation to catch. So just like that first play of the fourth quarter, Artesians score. Let's see if they can convert the extra point, which they struggled to do the last time. That time it looks good. It is. And here we go. Just like that, Artesians now down 3. 19-16.
There we go.
With basically the whole fourth quarter left to go. So this should be a fun one.
Got all the fans on the edge of their seat now.
Yep.
That was a beautiful play there. As you mentioned, Bedford was there. They were one late jump away from maybe being an interception. But we'll see it again here.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Because when AJ first threw this, I kind of was like, no.
Yeah, it was going to be. He's there. Oh, man, that's real close.
Yep.
Nevertheless, you see him, Jace LaFerry, young guy, getting some early points in his young career.
His older brother also played for Martinsville, didn't he? I thought so. Yep.
Matt LaFerry.
Matt LaFerry had a nice career here as a receiver for the Artesians.
Yep.
So.
Both pretty fast dudes. So, Stars set to return here. They scored on their last possession as well. So back-to-back scoring drives for both the Artesians and Stars.
Yep. Artesian defense need to tighten up a little bit, like you said. Their Artesians, when they scored, Bedford came back and scored in 2 run plays. So hopefully Artesians can fix some things up and get back to the way they were playing. A little squib kick on the ground, pops up. Nice catch there by Bedford return man.
Yeah, Bedford, I mean, they're consistently getting it to 30 or 35 every time. So another nice field position for Bedford. And I think if this defense eliminates the big play, eliminates the breakthrough run or the long pass, this is a totally different game. So let's see if they can dial it in here. Play a solid full fourth quarter here with no big plays. Make Bedford earn everything they're going to get.
So Childs back there with Memphis Loudon. Last time they did this, Childs kind of became a lead blocker, and Memphis Loudon took it around the edge for about 11-yard pickup. Let's see if it's the same thing. Nope, they give it to Childs this time, and he falls forward about the 40-yard line for about a 4-yard pickup.
That's a nice gain right there. Nice push by the B&L line. Able to get some momentum, and then Childs just ran it right up the middle. Yeah, I think Childs and Loudon are a very dangerous duo back there in the backfield for the Stars.
Childs bounces around the outside, and
yeah, he almost got caught back there.
Yep.
Able to escape. Now it's going to be a third manageable here for the Stars.
Big spot here for both teams.
Yeah. Big third down.
3rd and 3. Loudon's going to take it. He's going to bounce it out the outside.
Uh-oh.
He's done damage here before. He dives for it, and I think he's going to get it. What a play by Memphis Loudon. Wow.
That's a really, really tough reach there from Loudon.
Because that defense, Martinsville defense, they had it sniffed out. It just Memphis Loudon just quick and just was able to stretch it.
I think they had him beat out there, but he was just able to get a little bit more, able to pick up the first down, man. Really good run there by Memphis Loudon.
Fresh set of downs for the Stars.
Loudon.
And Memphis Loudon has it.
That's a good tackle there.
Kind of stumbled as he went to make his move, which helped the Artesians a little bit. And it looks like another Bedford player has a cramp.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up here in the second half.
Yep.
Probably getting a little humid out there.
Artesians play at Bloomington South next week. That could be a hot one because it's supposed to. Temperature's supposed to start rising this weekend and really get hot next week.
I saw next week one of the highs was high 90s in one of the days. Man, gonna be a hot one.
So enjoy this one while you can, because the next one may not be as comfortable sitting in the stands if you're a fan.
Yeah, I see a lot of sweatshirts out there tonight too. Maybe a little cool.
Second down coming up for Martinsville. Defense trying to get the ball back in the offense's hands. And it's about the 50-yard line. I thought I saw a flag go up, but maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much. So this may be a 3rd and about 5. It's a big third down once again. Again, clock is rolling here. Stars taking their time.
The Artesians, you got to be looking to contain the edge here, because that's where Bedford has picked up their first downs and had a lot of success going around the outside, especially with Memphis Loudon. So he's going to throw it this time, and he will go down.
He is.
And he will get sacked.
That is a swallow back there. Wow. Big play there.
That's a huge play, because that's going to bring a 4th down, and Bedford more than likely is going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that was a Landon Potter off and Ty Hornberger over there.
Here we go. Take a look at who it was.
Potter off. Yeah, he got through there. Absolutely.
Just went right up the middle and
got him.
Brought Memphis down. He didn't have much time to do anything.
No, that's a huge play there.
Brought a little pressure. High punt.
That's really high.
Yep, that's really high. Yep. You just got to get away. You got to get away from that. I know it's going to take a Bedford roll, but you don't want to try to field that.
That is a tough one to catch.
Yep.
Especially in the dark. I mean, that's not an easy catch at all, but that's a heck of a punt there from the Stars. Pinning the Artesians.
And he's had a couple of those where he's had some hang time on those.
Yeah. So the Artesians got their work cut out for him here. 8:15 to go here in this 4th quarter. This is a big drive for the Artesians.
Martinsville just want to take care of the football, because you've still got plenty of time. So if you a 3 and out or having to punt this isn't the worst thing in the world.
That'll give the Stars good territory as well. So. Stars still favoring Stroud down there at the bottom of your screen.
He's going to hand it off to Shrake, who gets to the second level, and another good first down run. What a 4-yard pickup. Under 8 minutes to go here. And second 6, and they're going to hand it off to Shrake. Shrake gets a nice block, cuts back inside, and gets a first down, so about a 7-yard pickup there.
Yeah, the Artesians seem to be in no hurry here, so they may try to run this clock all the way down. I mean,
absolutely. They may just, they may just like their offensive line and what Shrake's doing and just keep giving him and, 6, 7 yards here and there. And
we talked to Coach Barker of being out earlier this week. He said this Martinsville O-line is huge. He said these are some big boys. Coach Douglas said this is the biggest offensive line he's had at Martinsville so far. You got some big bodies over there. Shrake once again picking up about half.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 yards there. So Shrake just most important thing is ball security, hang on to that football.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing if the Artesians end up taking a lot of clock down, that's going to hurt the Stars because they like to get the short yardage, but they have had a lot of big plays. So Artesians, if they end up scoring here, going to have to buckle down on defense.
It's to Shrake again. He always gets that second level. It seems like every time he gets through that defensive line and then gets it, a linebacker or a DB is having to come up and tackle him. So
I mean, they're getting first downs, 2 plays every time at this point. See, they continue to do it.
Braden Shrake's father, good football player, good running back, and as we mentioned, running back coach is Israel Thompson, Mr. Football. So he's had plenty of good coaches around him.
Oh yeah.
There's that hot pass now.
They got the edge. A bit close to a first down as well.
Another good first down play. It wasn't Braden Shrake. It was Hunter Stroud this time on the about a 7-8 yard completion.
Yeah, their team's probably going to stick with this either handoff or a little hot pass game. May take a shot, but they really have no reason to right now.
Gives the Shrake.
I think he got the first down.
He got the first down, yep. Didn't get as much as he has had in the past, but enough to.
That'll give him another fresh 10, and the clock will still roll.
Clock's still rolling, so.
If you're Coach Barker over there, you've got to be a little on ease. Not sure what the Artesians' plan might be, but you know that you may have to have a big play if the Artesians can march down and score.
Fakes the motion to Stroud. He's got LaFerry. It is caught!
Wow. It's a big catch right there. We talked about maybe them throwing a big play.
And LaFerry, 2 big catches, 1 for a touchdown the last series, and now this big completion.
And they tried to run this play earlier on the other side, but B&L had a lot of pressure. But this time, the Artesians get good protection up top. Jace LaFerry sneaks behind him. Big catch.
Got that just as number 11 for Bedford was crashing down, so LaFerry had to deal with him. Here's Shrake, patient runner, and that time he did get taken down, but he still got positive yardage.
Yeah. It's a nice tackle there by Baker. He was able to defeat the block and make the tackle there on Shrake. Shrake had a lot of room out there.
Braxton, obviously plan A is to score a touchdown here, but you do have a plan B down 3 that, if you get close enough, you can try to kick a field goal.
You do have it, in your back pocket. Yep. You obviously don't want to, but if it all comes down to it, you have that option. Huge
AJ Shrake up the middle with their handoff from AJ, and it's another first down, I think.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Duggar, I'm not calling a play here till we're about under 10 seconds, I'd say at least.
Yeah.
Because you clock's in your favor right now.
Yep, and Martinsville has proven their offensive line is winning the battle up front.
Yeah.
Braden Shrake is good patient runner, so I don't think you need to snap this real quick. But he does. So
they're going to take a shot.
He's going to take a shot. Oh, no, lost the football. Did Martinsville jump back on it? They did, fortunately. But man. And that's That's why I would have just liked to just keep handing off to Braden Shrake and not really take that deep shot. You already took your deep shot and you got it, so you've got time. So fortunate for the Artesians to not turn that over, but you lose 10 yards, and it's 2nd and 20 now at the big 30-yard line. So now they just give it to Shrake.
It's going to get, again, about 7 probably,
Yeah, 5-6 yards. But still, now you got a 3rd and long. So
I mean, this would have been a 3rd and 4, maybe 3 even, if they didn't have that tough break there.
I think you're at a field goal range here, so you've got to get something here. The misdirection play, Shrake. He's got it up the middle, big run, and then good run across to about the 5-yard line. And it's that nice little misdirection play that
I thought they might pull it out, and they decided to. That's a good play. They've been they don't know if they're going to pass it or not right now, the Stars. So that's a nice play, way to look out in the backfield. I mean, they've ran that type of play where they hit LaFerry. I mean, that's the same type of play where they do kind of misdirection, then hand off, misdirection, throw. Decided to hand that one off, and that's a big gain right now.
Artesians have weapons, but I think this season you're going to have to rely on 2-5.
Oh, yeah.
Quick handoff there, and spins. And
get close.
And that's not the worst thing to let some of this clock tick off a little bit.
Yeah.
Second goal coming up from the 3-yard line. And I would tell Reynolds, don't snap this, because now you're forcing Bedford to call a timeout. Because I was going to say you don't snap this until there's about 3 seconds left on the play clock.
I think they could have been doing that the whole drive too as well. I mean, they got no reason to be hurried. They got all the time in the world. Clock's in their favor. But if you're Coach Barker over there, you gotta start keeping an eye on that clock, because they know they had a couple big plays, but most of their yardage has been on the ground here with Loudon. So you think if the Artesians maybe get a score here, then a big stop, they may be able to run or knee this one out. We'll have to see.
But what you got to think, if Artesians are able to score a touchdown here, Bedford's still going to have time.
They're going to have a long time.
And Bedford has shown that they can pass the football and hit some big plays.
Yeah.
So
and I think if they do a little bit of both, they're going to run the ball probably a lot, maybe throw a shot. I think they do have enough time to get down there and make this game pretty interesting.
Yeah, because they've got their receivers behind our secondary a couple times tonight, as we've talked about. So
all the focus here trying to get in the end zone.
Hang on to the football. Ball security right now is huge. Braden Shrake, he's going to get in. Touchdown.
Big touchdown there to finally take the lead. Artesians' first lead of the night. That one was big. Now take a 3-point lead. This extra point's big as well. You want to make it out of field goal range to make it to where the Stars, if they want to take this one home, they got to score. Let's see it again.
Just a quick inside handoff there, and Braden Shrake just backs into the end zone.
It's a big dude right there. He's a tough guy to bring down.
Like I said, Coach Duggar said Braden Shrake put on 20 pounds over the offseason, and he said he still hasn't lost a beat speed-wise, and that extra point is up and good. So that's big, because now that forces Bedford will have to score a touchdown. Field goal's not going to do it for them. That kind of goes back to their missed extra point.
Yeah, I mean, you got Artesian Nation on their feet now. All the momentum here shifted to the Artesians.
Yep. Here's another angle of it from up high, and you just see the offensive line. That was a drive that the offensive line was better than the defensive line every time.
They just said they dominated. They went up there and they beat the Stars to the point of attack. They had momentum on almost every play. I'm not sure they had any tackles in the backfield on a run, other than a few flags and maybe the fumbled snap.
And Coach Duggar is pumped. He was really energetic. He looked like Tom Allen of IU. I mean, just that energy, had that type of energy. So,
yeah, you love to see your head coach getting into it. That gives you a little extra motivation.
So Bedford will have about 3 minutes and 2 timeouts And they will need to get in the end zone.
And we talk about the defense being tested. This will be the biggest test of the season so far.
Going to do a little squib kick, and once again, nice field there by Childs. Childs has some speed. He got hit, but
I think that was by his own player there. He got popped in the back.
So here we go. 70 yards is where Bedford's going to have to go. And 3:04 is what we got left here in this game. So this is a good one. So
yeah,
if you're not tuned into YouTube or HSA TV, you may want to
hop on now.
You may want to get on your phone or computer or something. Here we go. Good first game here of week 1. And it is dropped. Had it.
The Artesians, yeah, they sent the pressure there. The Stars felt it. Allowed into a quick pass that was there.
Yep, Hughes couldn't hang on to it. I don't think he would have got a whole lot more after he caught it, but still, it would have been
would have got at least 5
or 6 yard first down pickup.
Yeah, this changes the whole play mindset here. You may have ran up the middle with Loudon if you were to get that pass. They still might anyway, but that would have been a big catch.
Yeah, a lot of those cowbells going off for the Artesian fans. Loudon back to pass. And he's got some space and tackled, but not before he gets a big gain, almost to the midfield. 49-yard line is where he is marked out.
Yeah, that's where he's dangerous. You got to have someone stay home and got to keep this guy in the pocket.
He's quick. I mean, Memphis Loudon is just a quick guy. I mean, he just looks quick out there.
For as big and strong as he is very quick, very explosive.
So first down there for the Stars. 2:42 on the clock here at Siderewicz Field. Artesian defense trying to win this one week 1. Loudon has plenty of time. Now he's dancing a little bit, and he's going to flip it and complete it.
That's where he's good right there.
Yep. But good job by the Artesians to keep everything in front of them. Kind of limit that gain to only about a 4 or 5 yard pickup.
It's getting pretty interesting here, ticking down to the wire.
Yep.
Artesian defense really needs to step up here. You think the Artesians may try to draw up a blitz or something to get the Stars guessing or try to get a loss of a lot here.
Number 89, Cole Andrews, he's kind of been the defensive star of the game. And
ooh, man,
wow, that was a good catch because he got hit immediately and still hung on to the football.
Not sure how that happened, but wow.
Gets across the 40 to about the 36-yard line.
Big time catch, big time first down.
Bedford's moving the
chains pretty quick.
Yep. And there's still plenty of time. I mean, we've still got at least 2:15 left to go with 2 timeouts. Bedford you need to worry about the time right now. Memphis Loudon, he's going to air it out. He's got Childs. And I don't know if that was through the hands or if that was in front of him.
I think that was right through the hands.
And the way Childs' reaction, I think it was through the hands.
Whoa, man. Loudon couldn't have thrown a perfect ball there. He had him beat, too.
And as well as Martinsville defense has done, I do have some concern that there's been a lot of plays like that where
there's been 3 or 4.
Yep, where there's been a guy gets behind everybody. So,
wow, that was a huge break for the Artesians.
Yep.
What a ball by Loudon, though, man. He's really stepped up here in this game, made some big throws and runs. He's in trouble.
He just threw it away.
He got pounced there, too.
He did get it across the line of scrimmage, so I don't think there's any intentional grounding there.
Yeah, Levi Reuter with the big hit there, sophomore. Going to be 3rd and long. This is biggest 3rd down of the game so far.
Big one. Obviously, it's going to be 4 down territory, so Bedford, even if they don't get anything, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So Artesians will have to stop them twice, that's for sure. But one thing the defense hasn't done yet is get a takeaway, so this would be a good time for that.
Yeah.
3rd and 10. Bedford, a little confusion there. Memphis Loudon and Childs having
to use timeout.
They had to use one. Yep. I wasn't looking at the play clock, but they had to use one.
That's a big one. They had the clock stopped.
That's big.
Now they're only one timeout remaining. Artesians got, I believe, all of theirs. So, one timeout, 3rd and long.
Yeah, Coach Baker, you kind of have to hate that. Like you said, the clock was stopped. It's not like it was running and you needed to stop the clock. It was stopped.
You want all the timeouts you can get, and that one hurts. Stars will have a chance to make sure they have everything lined up and perfect here for this very crucial play.
Bedford North Lawrence, Martinsville Artesians, 23-19. Under 2 minutes to go. First game of the season, 2023, Week 1 high school football. It's been a good one.
Yeah, how about this one to start off the year? Keeping all the fans on their feet here tonight. So here we go, 3rd and long. Minute 56 to go.
And these are two teams that could meet in the sectionals, so this may not be the last time Martinsville sees Bedford.
Yeah. Here we go, Loudon.
Third down, Memphis Loudon. He steps up. He's got all kinds of time, and he overthrew his receiver. But he had all kinds of green in front of him. If he would have chose to tuck it and run, he would have at least got a first down for sure.
I think he may have maybe got in the end zone there. He had a lot of green.
There was a lot of green in front of him.
He had the man in the end zone too. That was just a tough break again. Now this is the game here. Artesians hold them. They will.
Martinsville gets a stop here. It's over. Bedford doesn't have enough timeouts to stop the clock enough. So Artesians can do victory formation, I think.
The Artesians get on their feet here.
Here we go.
It's rocking. Let's see.
Let's go.
Take another timeout here, called by the Stars. So this really is
call that.
They have no more timeouts now. So the Stars going to give it one last shot.
And if you're Artesian coaching staff, the defense, you got to let your players know that, hey, there's been two receivers that have been basically in the end zone and just haven't connected.
Everything in front of you, You can't let anything behind you. I think you got to keep at least a guy or two on Loudon in case he wants to scramble. And other than that, you got to make sure that secondary is locked down.
And a lot of this defensive coaching staff is new. Coach Trump was I believe, the DC last year.
Yeah.
We had mentioned earlier in the broadcast he took a job in Plainfield to be a little closer to family. So this defensive coaching staff is fairly new.
Yeah, how about this being tested week 1?
All right, here we go. This is the ball game here. Memphis Loudon in the shotgun. He's got no one around him. He's got a little pressure. There's a flag, so this is going to maybe come back.
It's a touchdown now.
It's a touchdown.
That's a tough
But
break.
there is a flag.
Yep, that one will come back.
Yep.
That's going to be a 4th and 20 now, man.
We hope the flag is what we think it is. It is a hold. Yep. So I thought it was because Memphis Loudon, I don't think if that holding penalty happens, I think Memphis Loudon gets sacked.
Yeah.
But once again, there's another wide open receiver that's in the end zone.
He was wide behind in the corner right there.
So you've had 3 plays in this drive where you've had a drop, you've had an overthrow, and now you've had a holding penalty that have taken away 3 touchdowns.
I mean, these are 3 plays away from being a totally different ball game.
Absolutely. So
I mean, if you're the defense here, I think you're backing up all the way to the sticks. You don't want anything in front of you.
No. Yeah, you want to keep everything in front of you. And if you're Coach Duggar, if you need to take a timeout, you take your timeout here because you want to make sure.
You don't want any stragglers running loose out there. Fourth and very long.
Coach Artesians there. Getting some instructions from their defensive coordinator. Coach Duggar, head coach, also on the sideline in his 4th season here at Martinsville. Trying to find win number 21.
We'd assume here the Stars are going to take yet another shot. You assume if you're going to be Loudon, if you decide to scramble, you got a long way to go.
You got to get 20 yards to get a first down at least. That's.
But with what we see on the past couple plays, it's very possible for the Stars to get loose here.
Yeah, if I'm a Martinsville fan, I'm not,
No.
I'm still holding my breath just a little bit, So here we go. Here it is. Loudon back to throw. He's going to roll to his right. He slips. He's down. That's it.
Wow.
And that will do it. Artesians will get the win here at Siderewicz Field in the opener.
Wow. How about this?
And it was a slip on Memphis Loudon.
That's got to be a tough break over there. Stars.
Does the new turf get an assist on that?
They might.
Because I think he just slipped. Yeah,
he did.
slipped. He just slipped.
Wow. Tough break once again by the Stars. I mean, that's three breaks in a row by the Stars that just really kill her right there.
I did not see. It looks like he was getting ready to load up and throw.
Yeah, no,
I did not see what he had in front of him, so I don't know if he had a receiver downfield.
I know they went 4 vertical, so I know they had 3 on the right side, so I assume someone was maybe a little bit freer. He was going to take a shot. The Artesians, though, in victory formation here, just going to knee this one out, the best play in football.
So they'll have a couple more times to do that, and then they will officially get the W in the week 1.
And we talked about the Stars haven't beat the Artesians since 1992. They just about did it tonight.
This was closest game the Artesians and the Stars have had in quite some time.
Yeah, again, the Artesians trailed at half. They managed to get it all together this second half.
Yep, 13-3 was the halftime score. Artesians outscore Bedford 20-6 in the second half.
Wow. Don't know what was said in the locker room, but it obviously worked.
And one thing we had in the second, or what we didn't have in the second half, was we didn't have any turnovers.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah, Reynolds took care of the football, did a nice job, made some throws, and then Braden Shrake kind of leaned on him late in that fourth quarter especially.
Yeah, Braden Shrake. Talk about him, man. I mean, he's had himself one heck of a game. Yep. He's been running all over the field tonight.
I'd like to take this time to thank all of TV production students for running camera and running the production equipment for us. This broadcast is put together by students in the Martinsville TV productions class, so we want to thank them for giving up their Friday nights to help us out to make this broadcast so special. As the Artesians will get the win.
1-0 on the year.
Move on to 1-0. They will be at Bloomington South next week. Braxton and I will not be there with you, but we will be back here in 2 weeks for the next home game.
Yep.
So until then, thanks for joining us. For Braxton Dilley, I'm Erik Burns. Martinsville gets the win, 23-19. Good night, everybody.